This is a production of Darn TV.
So don't get grounded.
I was grounded a couple days ago.
Oh,
There.
nice.
I pushed the wrong button. Now we have sound. Now they can hear us. So welcome to the
We were just talking to ourselves?
The producer was
The
on
new guy.
point.
The new guy.
Wow.
They didn't hear any of that first part, so you're safe.
Wow.
Oh, we already had Jared.
Yep.
No sound on
Yep.
random dirt.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, now we do. Everything's
Random
good now.
dirt,
Yeah.
random night, random place,
Randomly not sound.
People probably
randomly
liked
not
it
on
better.
time, randomly on sound.
Randomly not grounded.
Yeah.
Are you grounded right now?
No, I was just ungrounded today.
Today.
Oh.
What did you get grounded
fresh
for?
out of jail?
Yeah.
I watched something on educational.
Oh. Yeah, that'll get you every time.
Were you watching racing videos of me again?
I was gonna say,
No.
that usually gets Smallsy out of jail. It got you into jail. I'm confused.
No, it was on educational. Yeah.
As in
Anything
not
that
educational.
right, right.
Yeah,
Oh, got
anything
it.
that
So
involves
that-
smalls is uneducational,
yeah.
isn't it?
I don't know.
Yeah,
So,
that.
hold
you're right.
it.
She has got all the safety buttons in place.
Here's the real question. Did you get in trouble for watching the Dirt Weekly? Because we are way uneducational.
Yeah.
I wasn't even watching anything like related to racing.
Yeah.
At all.
What kind of racer are you?
I
Yeah.
don't know.
Oh, I suppose figure skating or something, or what?
No.
We won't press you too
Okay.
much. We don't want
No.
you to tell everybody, but
Yeah. Secrets
I'm
are
glad you're
secrets.
ungrounded now. If you would
Yeah.
have been grounded, would they have let you come to the show?
Yeah, I just wouldn't have my phone.
Oh,
No phone.
Oh.
that is.
This sounds like good parenting.
Yeah, here, somebody,
the other-
somebody take my phone.
We'll get the other side of the story.
Yeah.
We'll get your mom in the
Part
hot seat.
2.
Yeah,
So,
we're live at the car show.
Car show.
if you're watching us and you're watching Marshalltown, you have two forms.
Yeah, you're
A
watching
video
Marshalltown
receiving.
on your
Yeah,
TV.
that's what-
Because I'm relating to Cody is on his way down.
Do you want me to shut this off
So-
on that TV and put Marshalltown there, or what?
No. Well, then we'll get distracted.
Then we'll all just sit here and watch.
Where's the popcorn?
Right.
So,
Yeah, Cody's on his way here.
Cody's on his way here. Yeah. He's suggesting campfire stories at your house tomorrow. Are you aware of that?
Well, I said tonight maybe, so we could watch Marshalltown.
Oh.
Well, tonight's already here.
Well, it started. It hasn't ended.
Right. And well, we have to see how long Marshalltown takes. But.
Yeah. Well, I know the group is out putting vinyl on Brock's car.
Yeah, Brock.
So-
Both of Brock's cars and Brody's are getting wrapped
And they had
tonight.
Marshalltown
Tonight.
on, and they were fidgeting over trying to get us on, too. So we got a lot of competition tonight.
Oh.
But we'll prevail.
We'll
We've
just
been here
start.
before.
We'll just make Jerry Van Sickle happy, and we'll just start broadcasting Marshalltown on the Dirt Weekly.
Yeah. Right.
Well, yeah, he was all excited. It was race day. He was banging music. So yeah. So here we are. Smallsy, you got give us the car show rundown.
Not too bad. Probably not something to make last year look bad.
It's a good car show.
We
a good
we
car show.
got some events, or we got some entries still coming in later on tonight and in the morning. Some people are coming from out of town, so there's still some little bit of space left over.
We're
but
sitting about 22 race cars. Last year we had 48. You know, but
and we got different ones.
we got different ones.
Mine being one of them.
We got green, we got yellow, we got
Yeah,
red,
Pink.
pink.
yeah.
We got a late model.
Ellie, do we have you in here?
Nope,
No,
no
I think-
slingshots.
I think we're bringing it tomorrow. 'cause
Yeah,
of
see?
parents. Yeah.
See, we got some morning entries coming yet, so that will be good.
Isaac's coming tomorrow.
Maybe Mavericks,
Hot
but
sauce?
his has John Cena on it. It's really weird.
That'd be fun. That'd be
Does
fun.
Maverick has his own slingshot?
Yeah, but it's not his like custom wrap or whatever.
Oh, we're a two slingshot family.
Mhm.
Whoa!
What else did you guys get?
A toter.
Oh my!
Big
Oh
time.
my!
Well, just like
Hook,
the
line,
living
and sinker.
area.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got the toter home,
Yeah.
and I
but,
believe it was from the Dark Horse, Travis Hagen.
Sure.
I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure. I thought I seen a
Yeah.
Snapchat with you guys leaving
Oh.
Yeah.
the Travis Hagen compound.
Ah.
Yeah.
Well, there should be some magic in that. I'm interested in a tour.
You think there's some talent in the toter home?
Yeah.
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 It's won a lot of races.
Well,
Jeff Barta
Yeah.
says hello from Georgia.
Hey, dude.
Did they get snow today?
Well, I hope they didn't get no tornadoes because
Right.
next
Why?
door to you has been getting whapped. Tennessee hard. Huh. Good to hear from you, Jeff. We're not far from the real deal here. They're
Right.
talking
Yeah, when is he
65
coming
in the
north?
middle of the week.
60 next week. He
Yeah.
should be on his way.
Yeah.
Jeff, you can't flag practice day from down there,
Yeah.
from Georgia.
Man down Saturday,
Yeah.
Minot Sunday.
It looks like it's going to happen, too.
Yeah, it does. It does.
Do you have any work you got to do to the track?
Yeah. Normal track prep.
Have you
Hit her with the fire hose.
hit the fence in turn 4 yet? Got that up?
No. That'll happen this week.
Yeah. It's
That
still
won't-
9
that
days
won't-
away.
Right. It won't take long.
Yeah. I got big expectations in the next 9
Three,
days.
three all day, 3 all-nighters, and he'll be done.
Yeah. Yeah. And work.
And work.
It'll fit.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
There's jersey barriers there. That's good enough for a practice day.
Yeah. If you
Yeah,
don't
there's
hit them,
no
you don't need them.
There's no fans in the stands. So.
Right.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so I don't have a Sebo Motorsports rundown, but we'll still
Oh.
say Sebo Motorsports anyway, specializing in high performance repair, chassis or high performance parts and chassis repair. Come on, Ellie. Call
Yeah.
Ryan at 701-720-3889 today. See how I put that up there so I can read it?
Yeah.
Next time you're going to read it.
Yeah.
Okay.
You stumbled through it like I do. What's up with that?
I didn't put a rundown because I didn't know what we were going to talk about.
Yeah.
Just about anything and everything?
Well,
you got a lot
the
of
excitement
talk.
of the
Right.
season. I mean,
Right. It's here.
Winter's behind us. Spring's ahead of us.
Right.
But it just snowed last night. Like
yeah,
2
but that was
inches.
last night.
Right. Today's
50
a new day.
50 tomorrow, 50 on Sunday.
And the snow was gone by the time
Uh-huh.
by the time evening came, almost gone.
50,
It'll be gone tomorrow.
50 and nothing but sun tomorrow.
Yeah.
Things are going to dry out a lot tomorrow.
Are you thinking your car and Maverick's car? You thinking both of them in the morning?
I don't know about Mavericks because, well, it has John Cena on it. And,
What?
like,
What's
his
with
name's not on it because we got it from some kid. I don't know.
Oh.
Oh, so that was not.
Oh,
rap you
that's not
guys
his
picked.
plan.
Yeah.
I was going to say John Cena's cool, but
Right.
but it's not Maverick's idea.
Right.
I got it. Okay.
I think
it came with the car.
I think
Got it.
Maverick would probably make a good John Cena
Yeah,
because
that's
he's
right.
wild
Yeah.
enough, isn't he?
He
He can
doesn't.
do some flex poses. It'll
He
come in.
definitely does not have the muscles, but
They'll come. It just goes.
Big Sister Promotions.
Right.
Uh-huh. What can we look forward to in your racing season this year?
hopefully a win.
Well, yeah. Got tracks? What tracks are you going to go to?
Underwood, Botno, Estevan, Nodak Speedway.
Going to have them in Mandan this year. Going to be able to
Yeah.
sneak down there for a show there maybe early on?
You just
They start 3 weeks from today.
Right.
You're just along for the
Yeah.
ride, right? See, that's how I am. I'm just along for the ride.
They plan it.
I want to
go.
be just
Yeah,
along
they're-
for the ride.
right.
Where do you sign up for these things?
I think sometimes we are.
You are along for the ride. You just don't know it.
Right, right.
I thought I was in charge.
No.
You're just along for the ride. Well, that's an exciting schedule, and I'm excited to see you have a good year. You've been sniffing around the front there, and
If you guys go to Estevan, and I'm not there or Max isn't there, you guys can park next to Jordan because I have the spot right next to Jordan. So it's
Yeah.
all yours.
I
Okay,
started with
thank
one.
you.
Brandon's two. Yeah. If Max doesn't pay attention, you're going to
And
be
he's
in there.
not paying attention.
Yeah.
He
You know,
is
you
doing
just got off of
grounding.
being grounded. I don't know if Max will ever get off of being grounded.
Thanks for the invite, Zach. What do you mean? Thanks for the invite.
Well, that is kind of on us because we are unpredictable.
We are.
He's not flagging Marshalltown. What do we got cooking?
No. There's.
Okay.
I don't know who flags Marshalltown. Jerry
Oh.
does some nights, doesn't he?
Not tonight.
Oh.
No, I think Jerry just runs around down there.
Snapchatting apparently.
Yeah.
So
He's
Zach-
something.
Zach, we're at our car show. It's
Yeah.
our spring car show. As you can see, there's some late models, sprint cars, hobby stocks. There's all kinds of stuff behind us. Come on down. It's 10 o'clock a.m. to 6 p.m. tomorrow,
Yeah, and Sunday.
and then 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. on Sunday. So
Yeah.
Saturday,
also,
Sunday.
okay.
So if you're watching, you're in the Minot area, make the trip. $5 to get in the door per adult.
Yep.
Kids are
Free.
free.
yeah, definitely
Seven
yesteryear
on-
pricing.
Seven.
I mean,
Yeah.
$5 entry to anything in this day and age.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's
cheap.
it's half price for sure, and maybe quarter price.
You probably voted for the $5 back in the 90s.
Yeah, it's been $5
Yeah.
to get in for about 30 years.
Yeah. Wow. What are you saying?
Well, back in 19...
When I was 30?
Yeah.
30 years ago? Right. Okay. Yeah.
Back in 1809.
Yeah.
You know, it
The
snowed out
70s.
and not
Yeah.
not everything melted. So
Why does he still have the snow on his head?
yeah.
He doesn't.
Oh.
Yeah. So well, see, this is getting better already. 2 against 2. I like
Right.
At least he's not bald.
it. See?
Whoa! What? Who's
See?
bald here?
Oh man, we're going places. Ellie, your
You're fired.
car is going to be
You're
green before the weekend's over.
I'm the one that
Looking
makes
good.
the jokes on this show.
You're doing great.
Calm down over there.
Wait. I'm just going to give everybody some insight. We got Jordan Boyce, Justin Medler. We're at the car show. Brandon Beater here. Ellie Ruby joining us. Driver of the Niner
Yeah.
In the slingshots.
in the Slingshots.
Yeah, and we like
Also-
saying Niner because it's cool.
Niner.
I seen the banker today, and now she's checking in.
Oh,
She's
boy.
checking in.
I bet she is because it's the season. Yeah.
How
Yeah.
many loans got redone
Right.
to get your race car in this car show? Not enough.
Not enough. We're 24 short from last year.
Yeah. Well.
Let's
well,
talk
Kelly,
about it.
Did you drag on the signage there?
Yeah,
Or what happened?
Did the
The
stamp,
parts trailer is right there.
Right.
And that's the problem.
Or it could be the solution
Yeah.
because they got
Yeah.
the parts, new parts,
Yeah.
new cars,
That's-
new look in
That's
here.
where
But
Kelly and company come in.
Yeah.
It's the 20,000 spread.
right,
Yeah, we're kind
Dream
of in
list, supply list.
kind of in a cool location this year. Like we're on the opposite
Yeah.
side. We're on the in the
Right.
magic
Yeah.
place.
Magic place.
So when you walk in the door, you're going to go to the left. When
Right.
you walk in the main
Yeah.
door, go to the left. Go to the right, and you're going to be in the flea market, which sometimes a racetrack a pit area looks like a flea market, depending on if Smalls races or not.
Yeah, that's a yard sale.
That's it.
Yeah, flea market, yard sale. Yeah,
It can
we
all
got
hap-
everything here
hey,
this
that
weekend.
can all happen in one corner.
I
Katie,
can hardly wait.
Katie, I'm just letting you know she might be doing something uneducational here.
Yeah.
She does not want to get grounded.
Right.
She says she's fresh out of jail.
Right.
So we don't want to get her back in there, but we want to know what we're doing.
But once you,
She was doing okay until she started making fun of me. I didn't like that.
I didn't make fun of you.
Well, you said I was bald.
I didn't say that. I said at least Jordan's not bald.
Oh.
And then I looked at you.
You took it to heart.
you just took what she implied.
Yeah.
Don't take it. Don't take it so
You're reading
personally.
into things,
Yeah,
even if it is true.
But when you come in Magic Place, you're gonna come in the doors. We're like straight in from the doors. Like the doors are right behind us there. So you go straight in, you'll find us. But you're gonna have to go through some cars and go around the cars. You're gonna see classic cars. You're gonna see race cars. Right
Go-karts.
here. I'm pointing right here. Right here are the RC cars.
You have that black carpet there. You can kind of see in the
Yep.
corner there.
Yep.
That's part of their racetrack. They put up a road course. Race 12th scale stuff.
We got a couple derby cars.
Yep.
Got some derby cars. Anything with wheels is the promotion.
Right.
So,
It's echoey in here
You think so?
compared to last year or compared to the other building, but it's okay. Or the other room.
Yeah.
I just
Taller
hear
ceiling.
echoing.
Well, that's what I
that's
thought
them
earlier,
talking.
but yeah.
Well, 'cause they're in a corner.
They're in a corner. Oh, were they naughty? They had to go sit in the
Yeah.
corner?
No, they're just in a corner, and apparently it like echoes or
Oh.
something.
Yeah, come on, Brandon.
The Eisenshanks are here. Donnie
Yep.
Schatz is.
The nieces, they made it. They brought
Yep.
one sprint car and one late model. They're bringing stuff, T-shirts and all that stuff to sell tomorrow. I think they're going to come 11 to 5. I think they're going to be here. And then
Both days or
Yep.
both
and then,
days? Okay.
And then Donnie will be here 1 to 3 on Sunday.
on Sunday.
That's pretty cool.
That is
So-
awesome. I mean,
So, yeah, they made the trip
Donnie's
from Fargo.
hometown, and yeah, I see Jared was helping and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
appreciate the effort. I mean,
We got
Donnie is racing, so
pit stalls to renew for any Nodak drivers. Memberships, those will go on sale tomorrow. All the
Season passes.
yeah, I got
pit-
grandstands,
passes,
pit passes,
pit
memberships, stall rentals.
Yep. And then the outlaw tickets.
That's $5.25 for me when I'm done. What did I get?
And,
the same
and
thing
your
as last year.
license. Got to buy your license. Don't forget
Yeah.
that. Don't be racing without a license.
Don't wait till race day to get your license.
I already have mine.
Yeah,
What
so do
license?
I.
And I don't
So
even
do
know
I.
what I'm going to race.
What license?
You got to buy a.
You have to
Oh,
buy
in
if-
IMCA.
in IMCA land. So
Yeah.
we're IMCA. We have to apply. Don't apply. You have to fill out a form for a license.
Yeah.
No, you kind of do apply because I've been denied.
to apply.
He has been put in jail with IMCA.
They don't.
It's
take,
a true story.
They don't take my phone. They take my license.
And he has to sit in that corner you're talking about
Hold
for
it,
30 days.
Hold it. Sunday,
We seen it.
we seen it.
What?
Well, the other side.
Yeah. So
Oh, yeah.
we're
Yeah.
still on car show. Come down to the car show
Right.
this weekend, Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah.
We're going to go into something a little else. Last
Yeah.
Sunday was the officials meeting down in
Right.
Mandan.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
John Gartner, props to John.
Props to John.
Putting something together.
Put
Yeah.
something together, get all the
Yeah.
officials on the same page.
It's something we take for granted.
Right.
But at the end of the day, you want to have your main course people knowing what's going on, and having some backup is a great idea.
Right.
Yep.
100%.
Whether you can fulfill it or not, time will tell. But
And for those tracks that maybe don't have their rules written down, he gave the guideline of how to write your track rules, and it was really cool because it brought up a whole bunch of discussions
It
of
did.
why does Minot do it this way? Why
Right.
does Jamestown do it this way?
Right.
Why does Mandan do it this way? So it was a great discussion. Like every topic seemed to have a discussion point behind it.
again, it's just things you take for granted.
Yep.
Again, as I shared on the way down, I didn't really think anything was broken, but nonetheless, it's nice to at least have a little bit of fluid in the conversation. And And I'm with you. I thought John laid out a pretty nice presentation. He had shared that he had helped a track in Alaska. He said they had absolutely nothing.
Yep.
So he said just things we take for granted.
Kind of on that. I mean, yeah, nothing's broken, but you've been doing it for 4
Yeah.
years. You've been doing it for 20 years. I've been doing it for 10, 15 years. We don't think there's any, but if there's that one new person,
But
they don't know.
They don't know, and that was
now,
the message.
Right.
That exactly was the message, and getting some depth.
Right.
Our friend Ole was the king of wanting depth.
Right.
And I thought of him many times during this presentation because we take it for granted that you're going to show up, Brandon's going to show up. I mean, our people that make the magic happen are going to show up, and none of us are getting any younger. And really, I don't know that anybody's waiting in line paying attention to how it's done. So whether it be the scoring or setting up my race pass and all those things, I mean,
because
we
all
all
that
have
was
those
discussed.
people, but we don't have depth.
Stacy from Jamestown was there, and she was doing tutorials on My Race Pass, how to do the My Race Pass, the quirks, the inner workings.
And that's one thing, like myself, I don't ever get involved in because we have Jen. She
we got
shows
Jen
up. She does.
and we got Mariah.
Right.
And they make it happen, but boy.
You don't know how.
I don't know
how.
I don't.
So
I've tried to go up there and do an enduro, and it was a breath-holding experience.
Right.
So we got through it. But yeah, so kudos to the help that we have. And at the same time, just somewhere in your mind, be paying attention to, having that second line of defense, if you will. It's important.
But these guys are good at that. The mini racers here, every one of them has to come over and run their scoring computer at some point of the, they split it up.
Yeah, they corner marshal and
they corner marshal and
they
score.
rotate in between their own races.
They build that depth.
Good point.
But at that officials meeting, we got to do a You Make the Call where we showed, was there about 10 videos, maybe 10, 12
John had
videos?
lined up some videos, and
you want to make bets on who made that sitting at the table?
Well, he didn't make it at the beginning. Like when we went through the first set of videos.
Right.
When we went through the first set
this
of videos.
is from tracks far, far away.
Yes.
That's how it started.
The first 8 videos were from tracks far, far away. Then there was another group of videos that I put together, and those were from our tracks up here. And then there was like a third section. The third section.
The characters.
The character section. Who do you think made the character section of these tutorial videos?
Out of who?
Out of sitting at this table.
Yeah.
Who do you think made the tutorial or the?
Don't be looking at me.
In a troublemaking direction.
I don't know.
I've never been
Well-
in trouble.
Yeah, well, you're too close to him. Yeah, I know you're looking over there, and that's good.
I'm just gonna throw it out there. August 21st, 2015, at the Dakota Speedway.
Do you remember this? No, you were 1.
Yeah, you were. How old were you in 2015?
1.
1. You were 1. He actually
so
knew what year you
precious.
were born.
She's a 14 model.
Oh,
I'm a person.
So is my stock car career.
That's what I'm a 90 model.
I'm an 82 model.
Yeah.
We're not actually models.
What do you think Jordan is? He said 70s.
Yeah.
Where are you going?
I'm 100 years after the Civil War. 64. 19. Wow.
You didn't catch that,
Wow.
did
Yeah, a
When
lot
you
of
get older,
information
you will.
there.
you? So
Hopefully the snow melts
we got to
on my
the
head.
we got to the third section of the tutorial videos, which was from August 21st, 2015, and it involved.
Just never dies.
Well, this is a lot of people. I mean, you've seen it up at my dad's or up at the.
I would have loved to have been there for this because what is the call being made on that 10 years later?
Oh, I don't know if anybody really. Nobody really made a call.
We were enjoying
Because they don't want
comedy
to.
at your expense.
Because they don't want to say he was right,
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's your president? He is.
but he was actually right. Okay, we'll let you finish.
I don't think anybody actually made the call on that
Yeah.
one. We just watched it and entertained ourselves because
It was great reminiscing.
There were some people in that video. Maggie being one of them.
Yeah.
She was sitting there, pointing and trying to get security to come over there, and we had to point her out
10
to
years
her-
ago on Maggie.
to herself. She's like, "Oh, that is me."
Yeah, so there's some timeline in there, but
Well, it was the incident between yourself and Dylan Barnhart.
Yeah.
And
Dilly Bar.
Yeah. Yeah.
Our own dilly
And
bar.
it relived some memories. And I think the biggest comment was Dylan just punched Smalls, and Smalls still has his helmet on.
Yeah. Didn't hurt.
Yeah. Well, that was if we broke down anything, it was that.
Yeah, that's all.
That's a good way to hurt your hand.
And then John, and then Darren. They talked about Darren. They're like, well, Darren or some one of his pitmen came running across.
I'm gonna need a bush light for this.
He well, them pitmen. They said something about pitmen not being in very good shape, and I think Darren must have been only a couple years removed from
hockey. Yeah.
So he was in good shape.
He was
then.
in really good shape then.
Because he looked like he ran really quick over the track.
Especially for the program at hand.
Yeah.
Right.
Then we talked about the technique of getting him pushed up against the side-by-side and holding him there.
That was a technique, huh?
Well, I mean,
at the time it was probably
containment.
Containment. And then we made fun of John because we think he had the same penny loafers on that he had in the video as he did that day.
Right. He took it well. He took it well.
But it was a good day overall. I mean, and then we stopped by Dilly
So on
Bars.
the way home,
he says, "Hey,
Dilly Bar's on the way home, and he's in the middle of putting up a new house. So we thought we'd check in.
Was the letter still in the fridge?
Well, it wasn't. Well, so that was the concern. That's the whole plot to this story.
Yeah.
So we go in the garage and we're teasing him because we just pounded him pretty hard at this meeting, and I look and I see it. He's got it stuck to the wall.
Now it's stuck to the wall
In the garage because the house is
gone.
old one out, new one in, not in yet. So
I'll get back into the house here.
You're going back on the fridge. There's no question in my mind. Because if you know, and I know, so it can never go off the fridge.
Right.
So they're going to get married this fall, and that will still be on the fridge next spring.
Right.
So, but the best part was this NBI.
Yeah, Nicole
had never seen it.
Yeah.
The video.
Right.
She knew the letter existed.
So
she heard the stories.
Right. We're in the garage. It's Dylan, Nicole's dad. They're working on a snowmobile. So
I just hope she sided on my side.
Oh, I think she did, kind of along them rounds.
I like to see.
Yeah.
I don't think she would come right out and say it, but
Dilly Bar is losing grip on this as time goes on. It's not good.
I can't wait for the 20-year reunion. I'm going to win this,
it's
baby.
Only 10 years away.
I'm gaining traction. I mean, I might just be mayor after this show.
Well, you have a
the
chance.
mayor of Washburn and the mayor of Minot. Yeah, you'll be at the mayor's convention. I don't know if Dilly Bar is coming up this weekend. Did we get that clear?
I don't think so.
Well,
he might be working.
Something.
I'm not sure.
I got a message from Dylan like the next day asking for my address.
Oh,
maybe I'm getting an invitation.
That's an invitation. Yeah.
How come I didn't get that?
You didn't come to the officials meeting and stop in the garage.
There's still time.
Right. Hopefully mine don't get lost in the mail. But one thing, I'll never leave the fridge.
Yeah. So Dylan got hooked 500 on that deal. What'd you get hooked?
Oh, a whole year out of Mandan, and I think 500 or 1,000 at IMCA.
I think all said and done, I think you had a harsher sentence.
Oh yeah.
Just from Mandan, not IMCA.
Yeah. But I mean,
I remember the conversation with Brett pretty well. They want you out of IMCA for life, and I just don't see what you did for a life.
For a lifer.
Yeah,
life's a lot.
I was 25.
Right, life is a lot.
Now here we are 10 years later, and
At
I'm getting traction.
That might be a blessing.
I might get a refund back from IMCA if this keeps going. Yeah, I mean,
I don't know if it's going that far, but I hear you.
I think we need to call into IMCA's podcast.
We might have to revisit this.
Yeah.
We'll call into the podcast at IMCA.
Hey,
we might just have to make a
great
trip.
idea. For the record, this ain't going away.
No, this might just have
Smalls
to be
get a refund.
Right.
Ellie was one, and she's interested. She wants to see She wants to make the call.
Wait. You want to talk to IMCA or whatever? They're not gonna do that. They're probably just gonna be like, I already told you, and then you're probably
but this
just
is
gonna get
10
paid.
years later.
Yeah, but
kind of like the JFK files.
Well, let's just say the conversation I have with IMCA nowadays are a lot different than the ones I had 10 years ago.
Yeah. Know your crowd and use the language required. Oh, man.
I'll never forget when they said, yeah, they want you out for life. And I'm like,
I'm 25.
I'm 25.
Oh, no.
That's a long time.
I'm hardly started.
So IMCA said, "Well, you guys can do whatever you want at your track, but we're not going to do that." I think I got a $500 fine and
in a 1 year.
No,
1 year from Mandam, but just 500 from IMCA.
Yeah, I don't even think I missed a race.
Well, I think Dilly Bars was 500, so you guys equally contributed.
Yeah.
Well, do you still have your copy?
Well, I'm sure Mom has it.
Yeah. With that said, Al has put a bug in my ear. He says, "You got to get Becky over and do a little interview." And I said, "Yes, we do. Yes, we do."
She was just here. Where'd she go?
Yeah. We're going to save her for prime time tomorrow.
If we want to talk a little meddler racing, I'm not sure. I was thinking about this the other day because I heard Darren sold his car.
Oh.
So
I was sad.
Yeah, but I'm thinking about this. So I was the first one to get a car out of us three boys, and now I'm the last one to have a car. Who is the dumb one?
Yeah, well, I'm the oldest too.
Well, you're not the oldest though. You're the middle.
No, but I've been in. I
thought you were the oldest.
No, I'm the middle.
Oh, Jesus.
Nathan's older.
Oh,
this is how it goes.
But
now,
hold it.
I gotta
say, so close together. I can't
bug
tell.
has bit Nathan. There's 4 go-karts.
Right.
Yeah, Watford City's dangerous and growing.
Jordan, this is how you remember this. Nathan's daddy's boy. Darren's a mama's boy. I was Ole's boy.
If you know, you know.
I had to go searching.
Yeah.
I had to go searching.
I got nothing.
Right. Right.
You filled out the whole form.
Right. Yep.
Nonetheless, let's get Becky on the list here. That would be fun.
Yep.
Smallsy, I got to give you a salute. Yeah, this is heavy water, and we're getting through it.
If you want to go, you can. It's up to you. You want to stay here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We'll find something for you.
If people just ever followed the madness.
That's what Mike says.
Right. It would all make sense if you were there day one till now.
Yeah.
Really something.
Yeah, well, getting away from it. That's what, some of those corny things I put on the back of my car.
Right.
When you race like 11 days and 13 days, everything's funny.
Yeah.
It all makes sense.
Even
because it doesn't make any sense at all.
You're driving down the mile marker 67. Yeah, you just.
Yeah, Christensen Farms on the way to Williston. You know where they all are.
Right.
I get more excited for the signs. Like it says how many miles, 75 miles to Harvey.
Right.
You know, it says 75 miles. Well, it's small's to Harvey.
Right, yeah.
67 to Bismarck at the Garrison turnoff.
There you go. 47 to Minot from Cole Harbor.
From Cole Harbor, yep.
We're going to have to go
I
change
give
up.
salutes on the way by. even when I'm alone.
Yeah.
Works for me.
How many Niner mile markers have you passed? We're going to have to add some lettering on those 9s, huh?
Yeah.
Put a little ER on there.
Yeah.
I think we should.
Not for emergency room either.
Yeah.
Little
when
black
I first
tape.
started racing, when I first picked out my number, my aunt, she's like, 9 emergency room.
Well, yeah.
And then she's like, hopefully she doesn't end up in the emergency room.
Boy, no kidding.
I think my mom
never
says
thought
the
of
same
you are that
thing
way.
every day. And I'm
Make sure she gets over here. Because she's going to be right over there. We can see her from here.
We'll
She's
be able
gonna
to pull her over here.
Oh, yeah, no. So back to the show. Again, we bounce all over. But the Hall of Fame people got it going on.
Yeah,
Right.
Hall of Fame booth.
Yeah.
So when you come in the doors, you're going to see cars, you're going to see classic cars, and then you're going to loop around, you'll see some booths, and then you're going to see race cars, and then you're going to have a parts, JC race parts.
Yeah,
Yeah.
JC race.
They
parts.
come with Velocita.
Velocita,
If
they
you need a
travel
race
together?
suit this weekend, this
Yeah.
is the time to do it.
Yeah. So, doing it the hard way. So I got one back in July, right? But I haven't got it together yet. So I'm going to be able to finish up my purchase from July going forward because I didn't have all of the names that I needed, right, and all the right forms and JPEGs and P&Ms or whatever they're called. So anyway, I'm going to get me and Mark are going to get her done this weekend. I already warned him.
And then
He
on
didn't smile. I did.
then on Sunday when you walk out, you're gonna be like, "That was easy." Yeah, it
Yeah.
only took you almost a year.
Right. Well, kind of like getting to the car show. I
Right.
told you last year. I meant this year.
You made it.
It was close.
so-
I had 12 months.
So I did the Max one. Max. I bought Max a suit for Christmas a year and a half ago.
You shared that. That's why and he was. Yep, we're ready.
Yep, and they did. They whatever they honored it. We just sent it in and stuff. But they have to double check some measurements, so Max has to come down here and get measured. I told Jenny before we went out to eat here just a little bit ago. I said, well, if Max is interested in racing, I'll just go get fitted for the suit.
Right.
Have him measure me up. Just do a whole new measurement, build it for me. I've had the same.
Did Jenny
suit.
nod yes or no?
She said yeah.
Wow.
Might as well.
No.
Yeah.
Well,
I need
I'm thinking that number 2 spot's going to be filled.
Yeah.
Yellow pickup trailer.
I need a new suit.
Yeah.
Easy on the quick, yeah.
Why does he need a new
Yeah.
suit?
The last time I saw him in it, there's like a big old rip.
Oh.
Ellie, what we need you to do, you need to be on full-time video Smalls getting in his car because it's a get in there and it's a wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a Lifetime documentary.
Yeah. It took Smalls. You can have like
a weekend with
counter.
Smalls.
So no, like
That's a great title.
Isaac. Isaac, we want to put a pedometer on him and get as many steps.
Yeah.
So we're gonna. How many wiggles does Smalls have to do to get in and out of his car?
Yeah.
It's a lot easier coming out because the belly don't get caught. When you go in, it gets caught.
Yeah. Tapered the
Coming out,
right way.
You're right. You'll learn shapes quick when you get this size.
We were throwing the tape measure on my 2 cars. One's 16.5 and one's 24.5.
It's starting.
We got troubles.
That's how you're going to decide what car you race.
I'm afraid so. I think it needs a sawzall, a little B pillar moving around. Back. So
We got any viewers? Is anybody watching this?
This is our highest viewership we've had. We're up to 45. Like we haven't had in the 40s for a while.
Well, see?
Friday night, and we're talking about nothing. Like
somebody
complained
we
to
are
me.
so fired up about the new season.
Who was
Right.
it? Somebody down at the show or down at the officials meeting said they watch, but they don't like when we go off topic.
Oh.
And I said, well, what do you
That's
watch?
what the
then?
show is.
What show haven't we went off topic?
And now we don't even have the rundown to keep us going.
I think
So
Joanna
we're
showed
on
some
topic.
interest. Yeah. Well,
Somebody made the
we don't
comment.
even have the
I
rundown,
don't mind
so-
watching you guys, but I turn it off when you guys go off topic.
This is what I would say. Could you imagine being our teacher when we were growing up?
Yeah.
I was always off topic.
In
you
trouble.
believe that?
In trouble.
Wasn't sure what topic to be on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think I was in trouble a lot in school?
He probably behaved
Yeah.
in school.
I do, and I don't know the answer, but I think I just said it.
I remember one time my mom had to come and get me. He just needed to go home for the
Oh,
day.
I can't wait for her to come over here.
Why?
So
I had a moment.
he was talking when he should have been listening, more than likely.
Let's just say I wasn't very good in library. I still can't
No
read
talking
a book.
aloud. Oh man.
I called the teacher a name.
So back to the show. I'm thinking of some things that are important here.
Okay.
Now you're
We're
gonna
losing.
you're
We're
gonna-
losing viewers, guys.
You're gonna have some.
Okay.
You're gonna have. You're gonna have some information meetings
Yeah, general meeting
yeah.
tomorrow instead of Sunday.
At
Because-
1 o'clock?
1 o'clock.
because Donnie's gonna be here Sunday. We don't want to
Yeah.
crisscross that. So, again, kind of back to our deal. The more you can broadcast or get the word out on what you want people to understand, the more it works. So we talk about people not paying attention to driver's meter, not showing up and stuff like that. But at any rate, your general meeting deal to me is a pretty important deal.
Well,
Because you
can-
make some small changes over the winter, but they could be big if you're not paying attention.
Can they visit the possum rule tomorrow? If Hot Sauce shows up, can he bring up the possum rule
oh,
tomorrow?
I'd love to talk about it.
It got brought up down there, didn't it?
Several times. It was a topic.
Brandon filled me in. I'm like, man, I wish I would have been there.
And I'm like, no, you were just fine
Oh,
not being
no.
there. I held it together for you.
Yeah. I acted like I didn't know anything. Right down to this question. Did they talk about it? Of course they talked about it. So.
Then they were asking for driver input, and Jordan's like, do I have to be the one?
Well, yeah. So back to your make the calls. The room was split.
Yeah.
It wasn't a
is it-
no-brainer.
On which one?
all of them.
Yeah, pretty much all of them. I mean,
I
Even
think I can go
the decade ago one.
Well, we never really.
not that one.
That was like
that was
a-
kind of comedy hour at the end. but there was actual
'Cause we
hit
got-
and runs and all that. So
We got lunch served, so we did that one while we were eating lunch.
Oh,
yeah.
hey guys,
Yeah.
watch this.
We enjoyed it at your expense for a while.
It's funny because there's a lot of people in the room that didn't even remember it.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
10 years ago.
10 years is a measurable amount of time. That was the message.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I was
then
I was joking with Wayne the other night in the shop. I said, a lot of people don't even know you raced. Yeah, I know.
It's no joke.
Hey.
And he's been out, 2 years?
That's my deal. Jordan raced a modified. The year after, I'd raced modifieds for, 25 years? My second year in a stock car, some reference was made to me racing a mod, and somebody got in there, Jordan raced a modified? I'm like, holy cow. Don't do this for fame, and don't do it for fortune. so
but it's funny
well, I
'cause
thought I did.
Yeah.
even down there at that officials deal, I just raced as recently as the Oktoberfest. down there.
Oktoberfest.
And there ain't nobody down there that, like, you raced?
Yeah.
Raced. I damn near won it.
Won it 2 years in a row and almost 3.
Right.
Yeah. We don't know you.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I try to stay grounded in that because it's important, but it don't last long.
That's what they say to me now. You were president of NODAC? Like, nope.
Nope.
Don't know nothing about it.
What's the question?
Right.
You owe me money. Nope. I know none. I don't know nothing about it. No. I want to give him money. Yeah, I was. Uh-huh. Yeah. So, yes, anyway, got the general meeting. Do I have any other meetings going on? Are you having an official meeting or anything like that?
Well, we did our volunteer meeting last Sunday. That's why I didn't get to go.
No.
We're running out of weekends.
Surprisingly.
Yeah, it was starting as early as you are, because practice is a week from this Sunday.
Yeah. 9
We're
days.
starting that early.
We get our Easter break, and then it's doubleheader.
Yeah. Mandan and Minot will practice next weekend.
Yeah.
Easter the third weekend, and then 3 days of racing.
Right out the gate.
Wow.
Your uncle's being loud over here, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. Does he need to get grounded?
Yeah. Should I take his phone away?
Please take mine. Yes. But again, great opportunity to get caught up on your parts. The parts still has changed. Dakota Trackside is now
Stenvold's.
Rob Stenvold and family.
Back in Minot.
They're set up here like they have been in the past. Oh, she's done. When you do that, we gotta
flipping ears.
Flipping ears.
Well, you don't have your microphone then. Oh,
it might not come on. You got to come this way.
You're going to be like a Traco. You're going to get wound around the wrong way.
Holy.
Jeez. Is that like?
So
is that like? I don't know.
Are you back now?
Making changes on the car. But really, but really, it's just still the same car.
Yeah.
She just got in the passenger side.
Yeah.
Looked like you were on the hook. getting towed.
So when you take your headset off and do that, you got to hit that button right there.
Well, speaking on the hook, I thought this was pretty cool today. Told Hanshu to get his car over here, and somebody says, just hook it to the wrecker. It'll look more natural.
Yeah. Yeah, Cole's got his sport mod in here. It's red and white.
What?
It's worth checking out.
The rescue truck and the tow truck are coming in?
Well, yeah, if we don't get any more cars.
Okay.
Put them in.
I just seen them out here, right?
Right.
They're still there?
Yeah. So we'll probably end up putting them in here.
Seeing the rescue truck is pretty cool how things have evolved. Because they got a lot of tooling in there that you...
That was another conversation down there.
Yeah.
NODAC Speedway doesn't have an ambulance on site. A lot of other tracks are required to have an ambulance.
Okay, well, let's talk about this. To get the sprint cars here...
You have to have an ambulance.
Most of the talk was about fire, rescue, what do you have, this, that, need an ambulance? Yes, no, that was most of the conversation on the whole thing.
Interesting.
Well, and I think in the sprint car world, they go so much faster.
Fire.
And fire.
Fire's a big deal with them.
Yep.
Alcohol and buckled in tight. Again, it's the behind-the-scenes stuff that you just take for granted, including us on some level. It was kind of fun to break it down and just be reminded of all the mechanical pieces in a presentation.
So, yeah, I mean, that rescue truck, it looks like kind of just like a flatbed pickup from the stands, but there's a lot to it.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah, it's a flatbed pickup with some cool seats on the back.
Right, yeah.
And some great tooling to be able to latch on and separate and
then
open up.
That's another thing. Like we got a side-by-side 2 years ago because, we needed something quicker to get on scene, so we went out and bought a brand new side-by-side just so we could have two, crew members on that to get to a rollover or
and
a fire. Or
I think when it
whatever.
comes to a fire, that the fire
You
extinguisher
were-
on that side by side
is-
is half the time.
Well,
or
think
less.
about it. Time you get that, pickup rolling versus
Coming up over a steep bank corner.
Oh yeah.
And the beneficial side to them too
Yeah.
is they're on the grandstand side, so if there is an issue in the grandstands, they can just walk up and
Right.
between them and the sheriff's department that's on hand for security, they
Right.
can handle a situation maybe faster than waiting for
Right.
EMTs or whatever. Or they are EMTs
right.
waiting for the
Yeah.
The
I got it.
ambulance.
Right.
because
Well,
we have had heat stroke situations in the grandstands.
We have,
you know,
yeah. Again, things that you easily can forget about.
unless you're my dad, you don't need one.
if you're Jason Ruby, you are the ambulance. I honestly didn't know your dad could run that fast.
Me neither. All I saw at the corner of my eye, guy was on my side, so it was kind of hard
Yeah.
to like turn my head. So I saw him, and he's like yelling across the track, and he's like, "Ellie, are you okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah."
Yeah.
Just sitting sideways.
Put me on my wheels. I'm going again. Is that what you're thinking?
No.
Did that scare you?
Well, when I was rolling, like there was just this cloud of dust. I was like, I think I'm rolling. Yep, I'm rolling. And then I just closed my eyes super tight, and then I like blanked out, and then I just like hit the ground and woke up.
Yeah. That's pretty good description.
And then I tried
Smallsy wouldn't
to,
know.
Yeah.
and then I tried to turn my car off, but I couldn't. And then
It stayed running?
yeah,
on its
no. And then I tried again, and then it turned off.
Ah.
Yeah. Can you guess at the table who has not rolled? Because he's a quality driver.
Yeah, you fit right in with the rest of us.
Yeah.
So out of this group here, who do you think has not
Never rolled a car.
Never rolled a race car?
No one. Wait.
Well, there's one person at this table that has not.
never
Who do you
rolled a
think
car.
it is?
Well, you're out because you rolled, right?
You
Yeah.
know
I
you
know.
rolled.
And then
You think Jordan's rolled?
yeah.
He's been racing for 40 years.
Yeah.
Brandon roll?
I think. Yeah.
What
This
about
is
me?
What about him?
Yes, you definitely.
You think
Well, then
that
you
is?
just
See,
narrowed
that's
it
just
down
what
to
I
all.
said to it. That's a no-brainer. How many times? The answer is he hasn't.
Yeah, he has not rolled.
That's hard to
That's
believe.
surprising.
Very.
I just know how to drive out of it.
One in doubt.
Smallsy might only be on one wheel, but he's always at least on one.
I always come back down on all four.
Yeah. Like you, I've been on my side and I've been upside down. This is a
Yeah.
bad view.
What just happened?
Yeah. The tires are up. They should be down.
It happens to everybody.
Yeah.
That's not true.
Not that
Yeah. That is not true.
Have you ever talked about your mom's rollovers?
Yeah. Again, we could have added her to the table.
You might, yeah.
And she might have got the vote.
Yeah.
No. She's
Yeah.
guilty as charged also.
I think she rolled over before she even raced. Her first practice day.
Yeah.
That's 100%. I remember watching it.
Oh,
Whoops.
man. Things you don't plan for.
Yeah.
Huh.
Was she? Do you think was she eavesdropping? She was just standing
Yeah.
over here.
Maybe.
Have you ever
Maybe.
have you ever asked old Grandpa Rick, what was it like when you got mom racing? You ever say that?
No.
You should ask him one time.
Chris
Yeah.
Yost says hello. We don't have very many commenters
Chris.
tonight. Give us something to talk about.
Hey.
We're kind of
Shout out to
freewheeling.
Chris.
Yeah,
the
got
raffle
the-
car
Is here.
looking good.
You looking
We just
good?
lost a viewer or
Oh.
two.
Well,
No, we're back
yeah.
up again. We were all the way down to 31. Now we're at 37.
It's kind of
So-
like throttle control. Up and down, up and down.
Modulating. So, like last year, you started. You had a raffle car last year for
Yeah.
the Sport Compacts. Great Cinderella story. So, Drew
Wins-
wins it.
Drew wins it.
Gets.
Gives it to the pit guy.
Yep.
Ben wins opening night. Then he wins a championship.
He's got the bug. Can't stop. Drives her in for a championship.
Yep.
So, and it was a great idea. So, again,
Here we go
Chris
again.
and Nodak stepped together. 125 tickets, $50 a piece.
Yep.
You have my number.
Yep. I got it right here.
Okay, we're going to buy that before the night's over. So, you got her front and center. So I'm going to get
you got
ticket
the book with
67.
67 or what?
Yeah, Scott said he had it, but then he said, nope. Look at that. Yeah, deep in the book like usual. Work on those lineups.
We got to get some green arrows on this, baby.
Yeah. Well, that ups them.
So if you win it, who's going in it?
Well, I was bouncing that off my family. Macy kind of perked up.
Did she?
Yeah, I'm like,
Yeah.
Well, then you and I talked about
Yeah.
it. Who's driving it at your house?
I don't think anybody. I'd have to hire somebody.
Bernie.
I think Jenny's getting a rip.
She's already got it once. I bought her a sport compact way back when they first came out. I went down to the Stampede and somebody had one for sale, and it just so happened Niley Boyce wasn't using her race suit because hers blew up. So I bought the car literally the morning of the Stampede, and Jenny raced it that night. She made it about 4 laps, and that was the end of her racing career.
That was enough.
That was it. She said, never again.
Never. Well, never in 6 days is a yeah.
I don't even know what year that had to be 2012 or 13, somewhere around in there.
Maybe it was ready to check it out again. Because compacts are cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cooler now than they were then.
And then that car went on to be Jenny Locke's car. Brock had Jenny Locke race it a few times, and that was before compacts were even in Minot. It was a neon.
Smallsy, are you buying a ticket? Not sure.
Who am I? Yeah.
No,
We'll put Taylor in there.
Well,
I think
I was just going to go there. Is Taylor ready to grab the bat and switch?
Maybe I could get my kids to say, "Mom, you never win," instead of "Dad, you never win."
We're in this marriage together.
I was kind of wondering, you put the minivan up for sale, so I thought maybe there were some dealings. You're going to add a sport compact to the garage or something.
The dad minivan?
Yeah, sold it. Tell him, what do I drive?
Minivan. Okay, so we were at his house and giving Kennedy flowers. Don't get me started on that.
Okay.
So we were just giving Kennedy the flowers, and we see Smalls like coming in the minivan, and Taylor's like, "Yep, that's not the mom minivan anymore. It's the dad minivan."
The dad minivan. I saw the dad minivan at the last Dirt Weekly. I'm like, what's going on?
And he comes out carrying his 2 Stanleys. He's like, "Yep, I got Stanleys."
There's no secrets here, Smallsy.
I'm just a basic white girl, right? With no hair.
Soccer mom Smalls.
Yeah.
That was kind of screechy.
Wow.
What happened there?
I don't know.
I think the vacuum cleaner threw a belt.
That was your mom.
It is. To be exact. She's whipping the cord over there.
Because Maverick's vacuuming.
Yeah.
Does he ever vacuum at home?
Yeah.
Believe it or not, he does. He wants. Okay,
It's kind of like that rollover question.
he wants to like mop, and when he was like 2 years old, he was obsessed with vacuums. So he bought him like a mini little vacuum that was like a
I think
toy.
every little kid is obsessed with vacuums, maybe.
Yeah.
Right.
Just because like you get
They
to
grow
push
out of it fast.
Yeah.
Really fast.
I like to clean still. Don't be giving me that look. I cleaned up my mom van. Dad
to sell
van.
it.
Well,
Yeah.
Down the road, what are you driving now?
I got the HHR.
Oh, yeah, I seen it out there.
Yeah.
You should drive your.
Yeah,
race
why does
car.
everybody make fun of me for driving that? Stenvold, you drive that? I'm like, what? That's what I showed up in.
This or the minivan.
Right.
And the minivan's gone.
Well, yeah, I'm on a payment plan, so I still got it.
Oh.
Yeah. So
Well, sport compact
I might just
would
go
look
bu-
really good in the driveway.
I might buy another minivan. I
Well,
kind of like them.
Well,
They're very practical.
Yeah. Will minivan racing ever come back? We've had some star moments.
When I put up the minivan for sale, everybody's like, "Let's just have a minivan race."
Yeah.
I'm like,
There was some good stuff. That's how
Right.
Kenzie Hagen got her going in racing. and
Right.
we had a rollover in the minivan race that one year.
Yeah.
Who was it that rolled over? Lacey Hansen?
She was
No.
the bull. She was the
She was the
dozer.
bull.
Yeah.
She was the dozer. Who rolled over?
She was getting that letter on the fridge.
She was working on it. Who did,
But
who
IMCA
went
don't
over?
have minivans, so it wasn't coming from IMCA.
It was local jurisdiction. Oh man, I don't. Who did go over?
I don't remember.
I want to say it was like an orange one. Or was
Yeah.
Who went over? I can't remember.
It was not Jenna, was it?
No, Jenna was in a maroon one.
She was in the maroon one.
Yeah, Wayne's coming up behind you, so.
Yeah, be careful.
Uh-huh.
Oh, we got another car coming in.
Oh, look at that. A 59 Chev.
Think they can park without you, or you got to go over and show them where to park?
Leave it there.
Black and green. You talk about class.
Fluffy says Jenna Johnson rolled.
Was it? Jenna went over?
See, I'm smart.
Why do I doubt
why
you?
do I never get credit?
Why do I doubt you?
Right.
I got to be quiet and listen. I didn't think Jenna went over.
Oh, that's what I thought.
Wow.
She obviously did.
Yeah.
That's what Fluffy says.
1 and 2.
Yeah.
It was corner 1 and 2.
It was. Yeah.
So now, but going back to Lacey Hanson.
No lift.
Yeah.
No lift, Lacey.
Lacey,
No lift, Lacey. She did not lift.
she works at the fair now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe we'll have to get her over here and do some interview or something for the fair.
Reminiscing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think she does
That's got to be a 10-year thing.
Yeah, we got it. It's
Or
got to be
past-
close.
Got it.
Minivans were.
I would say it might even be more.
Yeah.
10 years
Yeah.
ago.
Probably when I was really acting good back in 12, 13, 14, 04.
When you were the wheelie
Small
master
stay in
in
the
a sport
trailer.
mod. Short leash, pal.
Yeah.
Stay close. Uh-huh.
If things get wild, you can't leave the trailer. Okay.
Mm.
That was the talk I'd get from Brent and Wyatt all the time.
If things get wild, you can't leave the trailer.
You stay in the trailer. Well, at least I can look at the tech area.
As they say, if you know, you know.
You guys were always parked
I
right
know.
in front of the tech area, like in
Yeah.
that area, so
Yeah.
you could see.
Things get wild, you stay here.
Yeah. You don't get to go over there.
Oh, man.
Do you say that to your kids now?
No, they're usually still yelling at me. Dad, you don't go to the tech area.
Kendra is watching you with a side eye.
Yeah.
They were,
We sent them to the rodeo.
they were here.
They wanted to go to the rodeo.
I'm doing mutton busting?
No.
They wanted to get away from me, most likely.
She's a wimp.
Yeah, Kennedy goes, don't look at Brandon. and I
Here you
go,
are on the show with me.
And I go, why? And she goes, because he'll give you a hug. And I'm like, okay.
Well, they walked by earlier. I was setting stuff up here. They walked by, and they both looked over at me, and they go, oh! And I go, don't worry, I'm not going to come get you. So then they turn away, and their backs are turned to me. And I make it all the way over to them, and I give them a hug.
Yeah, they really wanted to
Busted.
go to the rodeo, and I'm like, well, I'm not going over there to buy tickets. And Tracy's like, I'll take them.
Yeah.
So I gave Tracy the debit card, and
They went to the rodeo.
Off to the rodeo.
well, he
with
got
Uncle
him
Tracy.
No, I don't think Taylor let him come with.
Oh, Taylor's over there.
So
he just delivered.
Tracy went and bought the tickets with my debit card and the kids. Come back, and then I sent Taylor and the kids to the rodeo.
Ah.
So poor
Yeah.
Tracy's probably here. He's probably finally setting up his booth. And hey, and everybody, make sure you come say hi to Tracy.
What booth is he running?
Well, the Tracy booth, little Trey, the
Little
TikTok,
Trey? Yeah.
little TikTok Tracy.
Where is this booth going to be by? The Hall of Fame?
I'm sure he's over there.
He's over on the
there.
right
Yeah.
as you come in. You're going to take a left, and you'll
Yeah.
see
Oh.
Tracy.
Yeah.
I've been warned.
And if
Little
you go
Trey.
a little bit further, you'll see Veach racing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go a little further.
Little history there.
That must have been. This was Facebook before Facebook, huh?
Sort of, yeah. 1994 on the
newspaper?
back there.
Did you know?
I remember it like it was 30 years ago.
Was I've been told several times, and I don't know this for sure, but I've been told that there was like a darn newspaper, Dakota Area Racing News, and it was a newspaper.
Charlie Ferguson used to do an RPM show.
I got some of them.
Ah,
I have some of them on VHS, and I started to put some in the computer.
that's solid
I
gold.
still
That's
have
solid
this.
gold.
Did you color it?
Wait,
I
let
got
me
this
see.
when I was a kid. I still have it in my locker
Can I see
because
it?
I always wanted this car. I wanted one of these.
Yeah? Huh.
This was cooler than slingshots.
Hey,
still
in the eyes of the beholder.
Can I see that?
$5.
Please.
You got to be nice to me the rest of the weekend.
Okay.
No more telling stories.
Oh, okay. She says. She
No
just-
more telling stories about
Yeah.
my mom van.
Give us one more story.
Yeah.
You did like my Stanleys. 2 of them.
Yeah, 2 of them.
Yeah.
A long
Did
day
you like
ahead.
the colors of them?
Yeah.
Pink and white?
No.
No, it was like a
Yeah.
turquoise.
Turquoise,
teal.
yeah.
Like a really dark blue, but it
Yeah,
was like shiny.
Like I said, I don't buy them. I just use them because the people that bought them don't use them.
Yeah.
They didn't buy them; they're gifts.
Oh, okay. Well,
They are.
they do work.
Smallsy's got his car in the show.
Yeah.
Looking good. Mm-hmm.
Is there any sort of? I seen somebody put on Facebook a Monty Lundy theme. Did you guys go with that, or you just went yellow and white?
No, that's kind of.
It's got the Monty tricolor.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. I see it in there. Were you aiming for that, or just
100%. I always thought that his car, one looks like this. I
Yeah.
always
Looked
thought
good.
that,
yellow, white with blue on it?
And then it was funny. The Hall of Fame shared this photo album, or whoever
Yep.
did that 785 pictures. That's in there, and I'm like, no wonder why I thought it looked good. He's the only one with a bright car. Back then, everything was like dark.
Yeah.
You know, there wasn't too many. So,
Yeah.
believe it
Yeah,
or not, I like to stick out.
Believe it or not.
Oh, I can believe it.
You can, huh?
So that's
Yeah,
what he did. He sold
I'm gonna believe it,
the
too.
dad van. He's going to find a hot pink dad van, so he sticks out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Watch out for the
That'd
yellow
be
van.
everything.
Well, he already stuck out because there's probably no man caught dead in a minivan.
Hey, I
Driving.
used to drive a minivan back when
Yeah,
Peyton and
see?
Max were little.
Well,
I had to because that was practical for the time.
Well,
there
don't
were
do that to yourself.
Jordan, you ever drive a minivan?
No, I don't think so.
Not on purpose?
No, well, yeah,
Just
not on purpose.
Just a Dodge.
You know,
Dakota.
but with that said, we've all went to an SUV of some type.
Yes.
That's kind of just a
It's just a glorified minivan.
yeah,
Just a
because
bigger
it does
minivan.
the same thing. You got 4 doors, you got a hatch, you can load her up.
It just doesn't have the sliding door like a minivan.
You just wait until
Yeah.
I drive that to the track on Sundays. You might have a little entertainment at intermission.
With an open trailer on it,
Yeah.
and a modified.
He's
That'd
gonna
be
hook
cool.
it. He's gonna hook it
That'd
to
be
the.
new. That'd be new level cool. That would be new level cool.
Hey, maybe I'll have to refund that guy his money back on the
Yeah.
minivan and keep it. Get a hitch put on there.
He can pull the
Yeah.
wheel packer with it.
I'm gonna pull the mod down there with
Yeah, I'm thinking the open trailer.
it. Yeah.
Heck,
There you go.
Why not?
I pulled mine with my little Toyota pickup. It looked ridiculous, but it made it to the Washburn School and back.
Where's the air compressor? Open the left door. Where's the toolbox? Right door. Spare
You're-
tires. Pop the hatch.
You're starting to think about how practical this is
Yeah,
now.
this makes
Yeah.
sense.
God, in a slingshot
I-
world, it'd be a toter.
I bet you. Hey, by the end of the show, you'll want a minivan instead of that toter.
Yeah.
no. There's air
That
seats.
ain't working.
There's air
Oh,
seats. So
oh.
on the way there, my dad was like switching the thing. I was like, "What are you doing?" And he like pressed it all the way up, so like my head just about hit the ceiling thing. And I was like, "Ooh!" So like when we had the like bump, I would just like float, and it's nice.
A little bit better in the pickup.
Yeah.
That's gonna be exciting.
You guys-
That I have to sit by Maverick, and he stinks sometimes.
Oh, wow.
Or
Big
sometimes
sister
like
promotions.
okay, well he doesn't
Here he comes,
stink
yeah.
as
Here he
much.
comes.
Well, only if he's playing like hockey, but he's not that bad.
Just remember, you got
Got a
that.
soccer shirt on.
You got to remember, your mom can go back and watch this, and your phone could be gone tomorrow.
You haven't been
Nothing
too bad yet.
incriminating yet.
Nothing bad yet. If they take your phone away, I'll give you mine.
Yeah. You got options with us.
We'll
We'll give you sign language if
Yeah.
you get close.
All right.
There was a time where their Smalls didn't know how to drive a truck, and I had to get it going down the road, and then I slid out and he slid in. Did you know that?
No.
Now he's a super trucker for the
Yeah.
county.
Yeah. We have automatics.
It's one of them deals, Ellie. So we wanted to go racing, or I wanted to just hang out. Those guys raced. Eric and Smalls raced. But we were going down there. Peyton was with. She was probably your size. She was
Yeah.
about 10. Was that 2015 or 16?
2015.
10 years ago.
Again,
Wow.
the year.
Wow.
The year they were calling me the weapon.
You were the weapon.
The weapon.
I kind of remember that.
We rolled
The,
into Webster City.
the weapon has arrived.
The weapon has arrived.
when you win something, when you win this year, and I'm gonna go down to your trailer and I'm gonna go, yeah, weapon.
Yeah.
So am I. The weapons in the house.
The weapon.
I think the old. If you show up to Williston, the announcer might bring the weapon back up.
They tried hard to get that rolling, but Smalls just stuck.
Oh, there's big
weapon.
Wait,
chances this year.
how'd you get the name Smalls?
Well, it's kind of like a bald guy, Curly. How did you get it? I was kind of involved, I think.
That might be for December.
Yeah,
If you want to know it, you can call Wyatt Olson. It's a long story.
okay.
You have to stand by for news.
It might end up on one of them or uneducational videos that we don't need to go to.
But we'll be kind of
Tough on your racing
educational.
schedule. Oh, my.
Oh, well, Reed Hansen, I finally told him. He'll tell everybody he's working the front door tomorrow.
Got Reed on the front door?
Oh, yeah, him in the F5.
Oh, no.
They've done the first shift the last couple years.
The rumor was they were going to wear race suits tomorrow.
Well, that'd be fun.
Yeah.
I'm wearing shorts tomorrow.
You know what's sad? I might join you.
That's supposed to be 50.
It is, both days. It's going to feel like summer.
Jenny and
It
I
will
went
be
down to
next
Florida, and it was 50 degrees, and I wore shorts.
I went to Tennessee and it was freezing. I thought I was gonna wear shorts.
You went the wrong time of year.
Surprise.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Like
wrong
in
weekend.
spring,
So,
it was so.
Fluffy says, Ellie, ask your mom about the first time she pulled a trailer with her race car. Fluffy will never forget it, he said.
Uh-oh.
So you
She's
better
not within
ask her.
hearing distance,
Right,
so.
yeah.
Not right now. Well, you can go ask her if you want. You want to go ask her real quick? You're just going to go quick?
Yeah, I'm gonna yell.
She's going to yell.
She turns her microphone off.
Okay.
Story
Well, you could
time.
go ask her.
The jury wants to know.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, it's her turn to get on here.
Yeah. Okay. Come here and tell how you pulled your first time you pulled your race car on the trailer or whatever.
Yeah.
Fluffy made a comment on here that says, ask your mom. Ellie, ask your mom about the
calling
first
me
time
out.
she pulled a race car on her trailer.
Oh.
So she was supposed to go over and ask you and then come back and report, but she just turned it into you coming over here.
Joe, she don't want to comment.
No comment. She's pleading the fifth.
We should get her on though and do a little Hall of Fame.
We'll have her on the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, but even tonight, just want to know what she has cooking over there.
Do you hold much back like your mom, or you just kind of let it go?
What?
Your mom holds back. She don't like to talk, and you're kind
You're
of
the opposite?
Well, I mean, I'm kind of shy, but I mean, once I know the people, I'm like a butterfly. Just.
Well, obviously, you got to know me because you've been on the show now 3 years in a row at the car show.
Yeah.
You were pretty nervous the first year.
Oh gosh.
Oh, yeah, she did get in trouble.
Oh, man.
It's okay. We've straightened up since then, haven't we?
Yeah.
You got your phone back a couple times. That'll happen. Getting in trouble ain't nothing. You'll roll right with the punches. They
I
s-
thought you were going to turn it off again.
All they do is send you a letter. Just look for the numbers on the letter.
So
And then the next word after that is either going to start with a M for months or a Y for years.
and a dollar sign, and that's the amount of money you have
And
to
if
pay.
it starts with an L, just don't even read it because lifetime, that ain't good.
Yeah. Ooh. Wow.
Jordan, you ever been kicked out?
I haven't.
Well, there we go. I've never rolled. You've never been kicked out. Let's
We're
make it happen this year.
There's some similarities there. There was a to make that happen.
You want to roll this year?
Well, if Jordan's getting kicked out.
Okay,
God,
I'm
don't
gonna
hold
give
your
you
breath.
tips. Okay, number 1, there's gonna be a lot of dust. Number 2,
What?
hold your
A
breath.
lot of dust if you roll.
Oh.
Number 3, close your eyes.
Close your eyes. Did you hold the steering wheel? You did?
I'm not supposed to do that.
I would say hold it so you don't want to chance your hands getting out of the car.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
almost stuck holding it in a slingshot because there's not much room for you to go.
Yeah.
And my legs like flew.
Yeah.
Oh, your
That's what I would
rodeo goers are back.
Yeah, they're all looking at the car show. Look at them up there.
Okay, I'm going.
Oh, you got to go
See you
play.
later.
Huh?
Bye-bye.
Game over.
Game over.
That was
Yeah.
quick.
Well,
Look,
that's
squirrel.
Ellie Ruby leaving to
Yeah.
go do
Well,
something
thank
else.
you, Allie.
That was entertaining.
Good luck this year.
Yep.
We'll be cheering.
So now the Dirt Weekly's back to 3.
Yeah.
But Ellie's mom is hanging off to the
Yeah.
side here.
Yeah.
Do we have any Hall of Fame talk? I think we
You
should
could
touch
tell
on
Do you
some
it.
want to talk
stories.
Hall of Fame?
I would like, yeah, let's check in.
You're not prepared?
Well,
I don't know if you know this, but we're not prepared for anything.
You'll have some highlights.
Obviously, she's never watched the show.
Welcome, Katie.
I don't know which
Nope.
side. Your daughter
What?
wanted her
Yeah.
microphone. You want it on the left or the right? She had it on the. She switched it halfway through.
Yeah, if you don't like it, just switch it halfway through.
Yeah. Went from a Z-Link to a 4-bar.
That's what I was That's what I was getting at there. Like,
Are you ready? Got it close enough? There you go.
Track got smoothie, went back to a 4-bar. Got it.
Are you as nervous as Ellie?
No, I'm not nervous.
Oh.
Welcome, Katie.
Was she nervous?
Yeah, kind of at the beginning.
Said
Then
she
she's
was,
told some
but-
stories, and then she got going on the dad van thing, and
yeah,
it was pretty
Dad?
entertaining.
Oh, yeah, the dad van.
yeah.
The dad van.
She worked on Smallsy pretty good. It was good.
Well, she didn't say Smalls was bald, but she said you could be bald, Jorn.
Yeah.
And then looked right at Smalls.
Because he's got snow on his head yet. It didn't melt.
I won't melt.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot.
She's just speaking truth.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, Katie Ruby joining us,
Yes,
Hall of Fame coordinator. What's your title there?
Hall of Fame director.
Director.
Yeah. Yeah.
Katie, you do an awesome job. And again, the display gets a little bigger every year. And I know you're looking for some stuff, and
Yeah.
it's filling in nicely
Look
as the
at
evening
all the
goes on.
mannequins over there.
Yeah.
we got
I
some
can't.
mannequins.
You can't. You have to turn
That's
around to see
Alright.
them.
Drum boys.
Period
fire
correct
suit
stuff.
Yeah, you're
Is
standing. You're standing over there.
Is that
see
your
that.
race suit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It must have been made too small. Something changed.
From the 90s.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Can we have a sleepover?
What?
Oh, wow.
Time out for the sleepover talk.
Hey,
Oh,
you all can come sleep at Brandon's.
Boy.
That did not go over very
I'm
well.
surprised they want to come back over.
Yeah. Only if there's no hockey sticks.
Ellie
Yeah.
said no hockey sticks.
Yeah.
They're banned.
Hockey sticks are banned at your house?
Hey, how come you didn't tell that story when you had the chance?
Yeah.
Maverick.
Oh, easy.
This
there.
show just turned
Yeah.
100%
Yeah.
professional, huh?
Yeah.
How about you three
Hang
can
with
get
us.
you three can tell the story later with Brandon.
Yeah, we'll get you on
Yeah.
here and we'll tell the story later.
Okay, today?
Tomorrow.
Probably tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Only if you never give us a hug.
We got some wheeling and dealing on the
Yeah.
youngest there.
Stakes are high.
Yeah.
Oh,
Wow.
Fluffy text or message or put a comment right away. Trailer story time.
Yeah.
You don't have
Yeah.
have to if
Yeah.
you don't want.
Yeah. That was a trip
But was it a trip?
That
First
was
time
a
ever
trip.
pulling a trailer?
by myself.
How old were
Fluffy
you?
was there.
Apparently. He's listening.
17,
Oh, okay.
18.
So you're young yet.
Yeah. First time going to Williston without my dad. Fluffy was there.
You and Fluff was your pit guy?
He was my pit guy. Yep.
Was it nerve wracking? Did it start swaying on you? What
it
happened?
started swaying really
Oh,
bad.
boy.
Ooh, yep.
Yeah.
Let's stop right there.
I didn't know what
you
to
want
do.
tongue weight.
Yep.
You want
Yep.
tongue weight.
And he told me to floor it, and I was like, what?
No, that will make it worse.
No, it helped.
It did.
Yes.
Got through
You
the
throttled out of
I
it?
throttled out of it. It was
Oh,
scary.
man.
That's why you don't roll. Throttle out of it. I mean,
No, I've
doing
tried
it
that
all
too. It
wrong.
didn't work.
I've been doing it all wrong.
we watched that. I think the throttle and the steering wheel were going.
Yeah, in motorcycles we call it a tank slapper. Yeah.
It didn't stop there, so I had to change a spring from the heat race to the feature, and
Oh.
actually never. Well, I had changed springs, but we changed the way that the spring. There was a bolt or something that I had to undo that I didn't know about,
Ah.
and the
Oh.
spring.
So this was
Got my
during.
hand.
Got
I
your-
caught, I stuck. My hand was stuck on the spring. Fluffy and Jason had to like pull the car
Oh,
up
no,
and
you
down.
got your hand in
yeah,
there?
it was.
Oh.
Yeah, it was bad.
And it pinched you.
Yeah.
Oh,
It was
boy.
quite the memorable trip.
Wow.
Yeah. Fluffy's never gone with me ever since.
Oh,
Come
Fluffy,
on,
you're
Fluff.
not allowed to be the pit guy anymore. You stick him with Laudenschlager.
No, he left me.
Oh, he left
Yeah,
you.
he never came back.
Enough with this.
Deserted ya. Well, no.
So he was riding in the pickup,
Yeah.
and Jason was with too.
I don't remember.
I don't know.
But
No.
I don't
Obviously-
remember.
Right?
But you had Fluffy. in the
Somebody
pickup.
was there. Somebody was helping him lift the car up and down. I don't know who it was.
No. Well, let's
Yeah.
get back.
I was
to
underneath it. I couldn't see.
Let's get back to the trailer thing. Is what Fluffy was in the pickup when you were driving this thing,
Yes.
And it started swaying.
and
Yep.
and he's the one that says throttle out of it.
Mm-hmm.
What Fluffy? Why didn't he just drive? So you could relax.
He
Maybe
probably didn't want to drive Rick's truck. Rick probably didn't want Fluffy to drive the truck.
Fluffy, what's your side?
Yeah.
After 5 seconds of pure terror on a tank slapper, you want to stop and roll the car up another foot. More tongue weight.
Yeah. For sure.
It's up against the front. Push the front out of the way. This thing needs weight.
So in your 30
tongue.
years of the Big Green Machine, have you ever had anything?
The Green Machine's been pretty good, but I've had some open trailer pickup stories. I know what we're talking about. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it's scary.
I got a similar
Grass
story.
to grass on a two-laner.
Thank God I have no
Wasn't that
trailer
bad.
stories.
Yeah, no wheels came off, but wow, we was a hopping side to side. Ooh, almost got upside down on that deal too, I think.
Oh, he says because you wanted to try it.
Oh,
You wanted
yeah.
to try pulling the trailer.
Oh,
And I-
see,
I-
he's got a better memory than I. I
Right.
apparently have
I can
erased
abo-
it from my memory.
Maybe embellished.
I can about imagine what the. Well, you got to learn sometime was probably
Yeah,
the
Yeah.
thing said, and
heart
there-
stopping. You won't forget it. You get a good one. That car's going to move ahead, whether it wants to or not. Anything over 40, start dancing. Yeah,
Been a few years since I've had that happen.
yeah. The green truck and trailer's been pretty good.
How
Well,
about the
usually it's just been
time-
flat overloaded. It had no choice. but-
Dusty Lawson, how about the time Jorn pulled our bus
Oh,
down the
yeah.
interstate to Mandan in the 90s?
Lindsay referred to it as the stress bus.
The stress
they,
bus.
they had a bus that they pulled their trailer with, and every once in a while we'd give them trouble. We would try to get gas on our way to the track, so we would eliminate that half hour getting home. So we were both at the same station there. Dusty, that happened a couple of times on a given summer in Mandan, but we threw the rope on and we come in as a four-piecer. It happened more than once. I don't know how many. Maybe it was only twice, but yeah.
He
Whatever
left
it
out
takes
some
to get to the
details.
track.
You left out some details. This is a good story.
Yeah, there might be more details.
Well, for some reason it wouldn't start. I don't remember.
Somebody shut it off.
Who shut it
the
off?
bus. Mine was still running, surprisingly. But
Was it the Big Green Machine? Or what'd you have?
geez, Dusty, help me out. Was it I thought
probably
it was,
had to be.
I thought it was the green truck and trailer, but yeah. Let's see.
Where did
Mandan.
Where did you hook the chain?
No, I don't know. Get up underneath there.
See,
find
Fluffy
the
has
axle,
stories with me too.
Find the
'cause
axle.
the deer went in between the truck and trailer one time when Fluffy and I were
That's
going racing.
wild. Like,
Went
Wow.
in between and it folded up underneath.
Wow.
That
Wow.
poor thing.
That's perfectly bad timing.
It was your open trailer, he said.
Was it? Okay. Well, then I've been to pick up that. Yeah. There's been things pulled with the green one, too. So
I got a deer one. It was Darren and I and Jempy, and we were coming home from Underwood on Tougher and Dirt, and Darren let me drive and his pickup and trailer or whatever, and deer hit us. He's like, "What the hell? You hit a deer?" I'm like, "No, the deer hit us." He's like, "What?" I'm like, "You think I hit the deer? The deer hit us. It ain't my fault."
did he get you in the side or still in the front?
Yeah, on the side trailer. Yeah. I just like how I got blamed.
Yeah.
I'm like, the deer hit me.
Yeah.
It's kind of like one of them racing.
I'm front seat forward. It was
Right.
behind me.
Right. You make the call, right?
Well, yeah, it got heated.
Right.
Well, not heated, but challenged. Yeah.
I've never hit a deer with my own stuff. Just deer.
Oh,
You better knock on some wood.
Bohannon
Yeah.
brought up the time that Brock's Hobby Stock was going down the interstate on the way home from Beatrice, and they had to drive it a mile down the side of the interstate
Without the trailer?
without the trailer
it
to
rolled
get to the
off.
next. No, there was something that happened to the trailer to get to the next.
Or the axle. Well, we went to Beatrice at one time, and Trevor went through like 93 tires.
Well, he lost all the tires off his trailer too.
He was out.
Forgot to pin him down.
Putting race car tires on it.
He had nothing left.
Yeah.
When he got there to race in Beatrice, he had no spare tires. They were supposed to be up on the rack. He had no tires left.
He was putting them on the trailer, and I think they fell off too as he was going.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Yeah. Learning curves are steep for a few of us, me included.
Same trip. Bohannon said that's the same trip as Brock driving down the interstate.
Same trip. Yeah. Sometimes those things start off bad, and it can't get fixed.
Since you got on, the viewerships went up, and the storytelling's been better.
Yeah.
People are starting to get in here now.
Well,
See?
you're welcome.
Maybe you need to be weekly.
I wonder if that was the same year that we took off. Was that the blizzard year?
I don't know.
I just remember we had all our stuff loaded up. There's a blizzard coming. 83's closed. 2 was closed. I'm like, there's no gates on 52. Let's just go that way. So Lott and Slogger, Darren. And I'm like, well, looking at this, when we hit Carrington, it doesn't look like it's too bad after that. Yeah. Like 4 hours it took us to get to Carrington. Get to the truck stop there, and the guy's like, yeah, a couple miles down the road it clears up. I don't know what couple miles he was on, because
a couple hundred later we're still
I don't think it cleared up time we got to Beatrice. We finally got out of the snow, and then we were blowing tires on the pickup, and yeah, that was. And then I drew a 1. Started on the front row of the heat race. Tony Hawk did right off the Jersey barrier. Sparks fly.
Tony Hawk did.
Oh, no,
man.
Sparks fly. Well, Beatrice, the Jersey barrier is this tall.
They help you get up on it.
Either you leave the park or shoot a lot of sparks. Yeah.
Oh, is that when you were the weapon?
Jeff,
the year after. I think that's when I turned into the deadly weapon.
Jeff Barta said there was somebody who lost whose pickup lost an alternator, and they put a battery charger under the hood and hooked it to the trailer generator as they were driving down the road.
That's good thinking. That's not me, but that is good thinking.
That is, we're making it home tonight.
One way or another. We're making it home. Oh, did you guys have fun with the Boone trip? Didn't you ride down to Boone one year with Trevor?
Yeah.
It was the year I made it.
Yeah.
Mark Pearson. Who else?
Yeah, Mark Pearson, Trevor. There's two others in there. Yeah, that was
Brent Thompson, wasn't it?
No.
Or was he already there?
Must have been.
You guys all came down. Underwood. You guys all came down there because I made the big dance.
What year was that?
14?
So
13? 13.
13?
I was pregnant with Ellie.
Yeah, 13.
13.
It's the Marlon Seidler look. That's what I was racing, too.
7.5?
Well, we put the big numbers back on, but still it's the red and white. I'm pretty good at this throwback thing.
People want to get serious with the show now. They want to talk about the World of Outlaw late models coming.
Oh. Well, before we get into that, Katie, you got any highlights you want to share with the Hall of Fame?
He's the show coordinator. Right. He keeps it going.
Yeah. Well, in case things,
What's the theme?
Yeah.
Theme is 80s and 90s.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Stuff from those two eras.
You should probably teach your daughter the 70s because she was Jordan said 70s and she was.
I'll add that to the list of things we need to review.
I don't think she understands what that is.
The audience might be small.
Yeah.
I mean, her grandpa raced in the 70s, so little interest there.
Doesn't seem like it was all that long ago.
She also got very upset when you called her a what model? A 14 model.
Yeah, she didn't like that.
She did not like the term model. Like, she was mad, and then we had to explain to her.
Because she's a human.
Because she's a human. But she said, and then Small said he's a 90 model, and I'm an 82 model. Then we went to Jorn, and he's an 1897 model.
Yeah.
Then did she get it?
Then she got it. Okay. But she was first upset. She was pretty upset with the whole model thing.
No, compliment my mind, not my body. Yeah.
No.
Model, the year you're born.
She got it after a while.
Yeah.
We had her tuned up before it was over.
That's my life story. It takes a second.
You were in Trevor's mom's Pacifica when you guys went down there?
Yeah.
And he got
a speeding ticket in Minnesota. They're a lot more expensive over there.
Probably still paying for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, wasn't it like $190 or something stupid?
I don't. Expensive.
I was sleeping. So woke up to the red and blue lights.
Oh, Campos and Matt Lang.
Oh, there we go.
There we go. Yeah.
Was this the same year that
The
that he caught?
Can I use the F word?
No. This is the same year that he caught the chicken.
Okay, let's talk about the chicken.
The
Yes,
chicken?
Did he
yes,
really?
yes. Remember the chicken running around in the pits?
I do, unfortunately.
It was the year of the live animals in Boone.
Yeah.
There was chickens and
so
pigs. It was terrible.
If it was 13, I was there
You were.
because I was there through 14.
Okay. So there's this chicken running around. They catch it, they kill it. I try and just stay out of it. Well, now everybody's trying to.
We're all parked together.
Yeah.
Smalls and the
Yeah.
beaters, whatever. We're all parked together on the
back row.
the north row,
Yep.
facing the highway.
Up against the fence.
Yep.
Okay.
So now all of a sudden, whatever.
They
2
try to
days-
cook the chicken. No, they kill the chicken.
The chicken's gone. All I know is the chicken is gone. I don't know.
They tried to pluck it and cook it, and the
Yeah.
grill that they used
Is mine.
Is happened to be Smalls' grill. So I'm going to go a little further because he's going to realize who put the grill in his trailer, and it was me. Okay.
I should run him over tonight.
So they had we're picking
There's
everything
time.
up at the end of
This-
the week. We're picking everything up.
The new Jensen trailer, 1 year old, still smell new.
The black one.
Yeah.
No,
the white one.
White one. Okay.
The 48 foot.
Looks similar to that, just a little longer.
Yeah, 10 feet. Yeah,
Yeah.
same thing, 10 feet longer.
So we're
Facebook,
cleaning.
listen, this is
we're
good.
cleaning up at the end of the week, and I go up to the front, up by the fence, and there's the grill with the chicken in there, half cooked, not cooked, had a beer can stuffed up it somewhere, and I open it up and I'm like, oh, that's gross. That's Smalls'. That's Smalls' grill. So I close it, I latch it, and I carry it over to Smalls' trailer, and I go put it up in the front part.
In the gooseneck.
In the gooseneck.
This has doors, so it's
Oh
closed.
no.
In the gooseneck.
So we load the cars. We're ready to go.
I just gave his grill back to him.
I don't know this. I do not know this. None of this.
So Boone is over and we're
So
going
bad.
home, and that's still up
Well,
in
no,
there.
he ain't going home.
I'm not going home.
I didn't know that at the time. I
Yeah.
thought he was going back to Minot. I didn't know he was
Oh,
staying
this
down
is
there
where
for
it
the
gets-
week.
This is where it gets good. I look at Darren and I said, because at the time Victory was still at the track,
Okay.
Victory Chassis.
Yep.
I said, should we just leave the car here and come back to Marshalltown for the winter or for the World Nationals? Sure. So we just pull over back in
A month later.
No,
A week later, or 2 weeks later.
2 weeks
I think
later.
2
okay.
weeks. So back the trailer in until Havlik. I said, hey, we're leaving this here. We'll be back in 2 weeks. Okay. We go home. We come back. And it's Dusty Seidler and I. Darren couldn't come with us. And Dusty opens the trailer door and he's like, something smells. And I'm like, what do you mean something smells? Something stinks in the trailer. He's like kind of gagging. I'm like, quit being a, ain't
the
that
problem?
bad. And I'm hooking up the pickup. We sail on over from Boone to Marshalltown, hour drive, 45-minute drive. We go to unload the car, and I'm like, dude,
What's wrong with this?
what died in here,
And I forgot all about it at that time.
back
Like, it's one of the
door-
deals you do it, and then
the
you
back
forget about
door's
it.
down, the side door, and I'm like,
This thing
"What?"
stinks. Oh, no.
We're unloading the car, and we get out. We're going to do practice. And then all of a sudden it starts raining. I'm like, shut everything up. We go to the hotel. Next day, we were there early. I mean, it just stinks terrible.
Oh, you didn't even look for the stink?
No, it started raining.
Not up in the gooseneck.
We went to the
Yet.
bar. We went to the bar. Whatever. We'll deal with it tomorrow. So then we go to the track the next day. Now it's nice. We got to actually unload the car and be somebody today. Finally, Dusty opens the door to the gooseneck, and he's gagging, puking, like this ain't good. And I'm like, it's the grill. He opened it. The chicken's in there still.
With the beer shoved up it.
This is after 2 weeks in Iowa for 80 degree days, 90 degree
Yeah.
days.
It
He ta-
fermented.
He just takes it out and runs over to where they do the pit meeting, threw it right in the garbage can by the pit meeting. Grill and all.
It didn't smell any better over there.
No, they're doing. I will never forget because Dusty. It took him a while to get it back to get himself back together. They're doing the pit meeting over there, and people are like, "What's that smell?" And I'm sitting there. I'm like, dead chicken in that grill in the garbage can there.
We know.
It was that chicken
boy.
It took 3 months to get that smell out of that damn trailer. Terrible.
That damn chicken was a topic on IMS or XAN at the time. You know, they were talking about the live animals running around, and next thing you know, we have a chicken. Jared Campos catches the dang thing, and he's trying to cook it.
Let's just say I had the chicken 2 weeks too long.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did.
You got the aftermath.
So that was you.
Yeah. I was just giving you your grill back.
Loaded.
Should have put it in
Yeah,
the green
you might've-
machine.
No. Even then, I knew I'd had enough of you guys.
Smart.
Oh.
You didn't park with us. You were up on the front part.
Yeah.
How many race car drivers can sit and complain about a dead chicken in their trailer?
Most of them
Not
won't even
many.
eat chicken on race day.
Yeah.
No.
Why is that a bad deal?
Supposed to be.
No.
You're not supposed to have green on your
Green.
car either.
Chicken wings, chicken bones, or whatever.
Yeah.
So much for that.
I got dead chickens. You got a green car.
Yeah. Gosh.
What year was the green machine in the flood at Boone, which led to mud wrestling? We should move on to something more
Yeah.
like Hall of Fame stuff you were talking about, the
Yeah.
90s over there.
I've been trying to get there a couple of times. I don't remember what year the flood was, but that's how I got moved over to where you're talking because it was for the last day, and then there were some openings up there, and then
It was the same year. It was 13 when it rained.
Yeah. Well, it rained often, but when I got flooded, I was jacking up the car trying to keep the water out of the motor, and I did, but I didn't keep it out of the transmission. I had a Muncie in it, so I just split it, let the water run out till the oil started, and pulled it back together.
Or was this
that
like-
would have been in about
wait.
05, I'm going to say, somewhere in that area.
Oh,
Maybe.
that was the first year I ever
Maybe.
went to Boone.
Yeah,
With Wyatt.
02, 03 maybe. Trying to think of what car I had. No, it was before that there because
It
I
actually
my stock for a
flooded?
clip car because there's a Muncie in it.
Who
yeah,
said
yeah,
that?
Yeah, down
Fluffy.
on where you line up at. It'd be farther down. It was kind
Well,
of the drainage for the whole pits. But
Yeah, they used to do mud wrestling and
Oh,
all
yeah.
that.
yeah,
I
it's
remember
that was
watching
kind of
that.
that mud
Yeah.
pit.
There's
Yeah.
a video of me pissing on somebody's trailer and Lautenschlager or somebody's running the XR camera. That was back when everything went.
Yeah,
And
I
yeah,
remember those XR cameras.
let's just
Somebody said XN cameras. Yeah.
Everybody can use their imagination.
The weapon.
The weapon. It was out that time.
The weapon. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Hall of Fame.
Okay.
Hall of
Yeah.
Fame.
We got to be serious.
Stay on topic, and then we're going to go to World of Outlaws. But
Okay.
Hall
Okay.
of Fame, you
Yeah.
have the
We have
booth
some
set up,
80s and 90s. Yep,
pictures.
Taylor did the booth this year and gathered everything. She did a really good job. I think this is the third year she's done it, so
Perfect.
it's been a big help.
Mannequins set up, different fire suits. Got
Yep,
a
we got-
I see a
Looks like a-
nostalgia jacket up there.
yeah,
Yeah.
2 of them. Yeah,
Okay.
purple one. That must be an old
Oh,
Hoosier
purple-
one.
Yeah.
Yep, Jay Tooley.
Yep.
Jay Tooley Hoosier jacket. That is cool.
Yep.
Yes. Okay. Who's the red, white, and black there?
That's got. Is that a Nodak Speedway
left.
one?
That is a Thunder Truck, runner up.
Thunder Truck.
Thunder Truck runner up.
So
That should be about 90. I was going to say 6, but that would be too soon. So
Thunder Trucks had to be
Would be
99.
99.
99.
Yeah.
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 Heck yeah.
I don't.
Heck
There's not
yeah.
a name on it, so I don't know whose was.
Ah.
They can't have it back though.
God, do I have a room for you? Yeah, when you said can't have it back, I got interested. So,
There's a lot of stuff.
There is, yeah. We're gonna have a table in the middle, and have some pictures laid out because we are trying to categorize everything by year and note who the people are in the pictures. So we're gonna have some sticky notes there, and people can look through them. And
I was going to say, and you're always looking for any kind of clarification or updates
input.
or anything that
yeah, if we got something
if
wrong,
somebody comes
let us
by
know.
and say, hey, we did this back then, and
Yeah.
you give you a chance to record history
yeah,
accurately and funly.
definitely.
So pretty
I
cool
enjoy
stuff.
I enjoy hearing the stories too.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. You and your group do a great job with that. It truly is fun to reminisce the finer
we
years
need
as
to
you
get
get
you a
older
building.
and
We
Yeah.
do. Yeah.
Yeah.
You got
If
anybody
anybody-
that knows who want to donate a building?
Anybody
any
out there?
updates on that?
Buy the rocking horse.
I want it donated. I don't want to buy it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Hmm.
don't know. I tried that. My
How is
husband,
the
my husband
under,
said
under
no.
the grandstand deal going? How's that going?
For
the
the
wall.
wall.
Yeah.
The wall. It's going.
It's going? Okay.
Yeah. We plan to have it start building in the spring, but
Mm-hmm.
it's probably going to get pushed back to fall. We have to get some plaques designed, about
Okay.
80 of them. So don't laugh.
I know
Hopefully-
somebody texted me and said, "Say something intelligent."
Oh,
That's tough.
Well, I was just going to make the comment that when we
High
started
marks.
being serious, Smalls got on his phone.
I had 18,
I noticed too.
Did you?
I had 18 missed texts, so I
Is
guess
it-
they're not missed.
So the wall is something you're hoping to have up
By fall,
this fall?
ideally. Yeah.
Everything's
so,
approved. Everything's going forward.
Yep, we just got to design the plaques. I got a design approved, and I just have to spend the time to make them all.
Neat stuff. And again, that'll be displayed year-round. That's
Mhm.
not something you
Permanent
put up
wall.
and take back down. It's going to have
Yep.
a permanent place.
Permanent place.
Pretty neat
Yep,
stuff.
and
So
we'll be able to
That's
add
big.
plaques as we go. Yeah.
things that are happening under your regime, I like it. And like you say, the building deals are, I mean, it's a big dream. I get it, but not impossible. You never know.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I'm holding out.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Someday.
Does it?
He's
Someday.
trying to
I-
say something intelligent. Do you
Yeah.
see his look
Yeah.
on his?
Yeah, he's thinking.
Iowa has a racing,
Hall of Fame. Yeah.
like, actual building, don't
Isn't
they?
it like the Sprint Car Hall of Fame or something?
Well,
there's
no.
one in Knoxville that's a Sprint Car Hall of
Right.
Fame. That's
Okay.
the one I sent you pictures of
Yep.
that one time.
But I'm pretty sure they have, like, a legit.
Iowa Dirt Racing Hall of Fame or Iowa.
Don't they?
Yeah,
I want to say yes.
I do too.
I think they
Beyond
do.
Knoxville.
Right.
Yeah, like representing more along our cars and or late models type of deal.
But they have a building,
They do, huh?
I'm pretty sure.
I think so. And Kansas has a couple too. I know Belleville, the Belleville High Banks in Kansas, they have a Hall of Fame. There's quite a few different places that have a Hall of Fame of some sort that maybe ain't the biggest,
right.
but
Right.
If I win the lottery,
Yeah.
we'll have a building, but
yeah.
I also don't play it.
We're gonna
so.
buy tickets
Yeah.
tomorrow.
And that's how you win a sport compact. Gotta
yeah.
buy tickets.
Yeah. I'm gonna get mine here soon.
Right.
Right in the middle. 67. Imagine
that's
that.
what I'm buying if I win the lottery, a Harry Gant car for $29,000. 1994 Harry
Hey, that's
Gant
not
car.
a bad deal.
Mr. September.
It's been
Why not?
Yeah, it's
That's
green.
what I'm buying.
I'm
I
in.
sent that to Brock the other day, Brock and Trevor, saying if I win the lottery, I'm buying this.
I'm gonna
I don't need a house or nothing. I'm just buying that.
I'm gonna buy a Handshoe, a load of bumpers, and probably myself a new race car.
Same price.
Right.
Coughlin Jr. says we have a building under the catwalk, but we kind of use that. That's needed for racetrack stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah,
fire
that's
rescue
full.
crew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
rescue
You're
truck
not
parks
wrong.
in
The
there.
Nodak does
Yeah.
have that building for sure, but
Move that building to
Yeah.
a piece of land and.
I think you're gonna
We
need
would
something
need,
a little
yeah,
bigger.
it would even
Right.
need to be bigger.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, you'd want cars and yeah. I mean, if we're gonna do it, we're gonna do it big.
There's a building by my house, 1.5 million.
well,
We're looking for donations.
Yeah.
Please call
Yeah.
1-900.
it's the 1.5
701.
part. So,
We'll start doing a telethon right now.
Right.
Call with
Yeah.
your donations.
well,
Every dollar matters.
yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of work. You guys have to set that up, tear it down. Somebody has to
Right.
store it all.
Yeah, that's a story. Yeah.
That's somebody. The people at
Yeah,
home don't realize this. They're going to
that-
come down here and they're going to see it and they're going to go, "Man, this is all cool stuff. It's nostalgic. It's history." They walk away going, "Nodak has some room that gets stored in." No,
Yeah.
you
Well,
guys
just like Mike said, the Nodak building.
right.
Yeah.
But it's not, the Nodak building
It's
doesn't
individuals' basements.
doesn't even
Right.
have a concrete floor. I mean, you just can't.
I
store
wouldn't.
this.
Yeah, I
You're
wouldn't
right.
trust it in there.
Right.
There's a
Yeah.
room
Some
in
security
the
questions.
Nodak. We had to build or Jeff
Right.
Barta built a room in the Nodak building
Right.
to keep kind of
Some of that
some
stuff.
stuff.
Safe.
A
Yeah.
little bit better security.
But kind of the same with the championship banners, all the years of that. Yeah, we hang them up underneath the grandstands, but you got to roll them up, take them down. It'd be cool if you just had.
We're super behind on that. Are we gonna?
Oh, that's a disaster. That's your project.
Uh-huh.
You want to go in a scissors lift with me and go underneath there and fix all of them?
They're not
What's
even
wrong with
there
them?
no more.
They're not even there.
Where'd the fair take them? Put them.
No, they're all in the Nodak building.
Oh, you guys had to take them all down.
Well, yeah, because we're so many years behind. You got to redo it.
I'd like somehow to keep them all up. So
We can, well, I think, if we. But the last year that was up was like
19 or no, it was
Right.
20. 21, I think.
right. So we were almost like 3 years behind, and there was nowhere to go with those. So you'd had.
And that's kind of why it got stopped
because-
where it was. Because
Right.
we were going to
I
have to
see.
go up there
You
and actually
need
get
to
a
find
lift.
the real estate.
well, you had to take it all down to do it all over again.
Yeah. Because my thought, we could put them back to back. You know, one
Right.
facing each direction,
Which-
double up.
That would be.
That would double you up.
Smart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't use that word very much on this show.
This show,
Yeah.
Yeah.
we kind of like that uneducational thing.
Yeah, we're kind of.
That's where we're going.
Needle leaning.
I might need to leave then.
You think
Come
you're smarter
on.
than this?
You are.
I didn't say that.
You are. No, really, you are.
Jeff Barta says it's in Des Moines, the Iowa.
Oh.
Oh, it is.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
And Tom Henderson said that's Sebo's jacket.
Oh, they're
Oh,
the
for
runner-up.
the-
Thunder.
The runner-up in the
truck.
Thunder Trucks.
Kelly win it that year then?
Yes.
Probably, yeah.
Yes. And Fluffy thinks it's the Hoover car. I'm catching up on all these comments
yeah.
here.
Yeah.
We picked up some traction.
Yeah, I
It'd be
mean,
the right- it'd be the
when
right
you go down
years.
the route of them stories we were telling, because I mean, Bohannon brings up another one. We stopped to ride go-karts in Minnesota in whatever town that was. There had to be 15, 18 of us. I don't know how many. The Hagans were there, Bohannon, myself. I don't.
Biggest group the place ever seen or what?
Yeah, and they made us go through that training. You have to go through that racing training or whatever, and we were all.
was a good way to
Meanwhile,
get
we all
hurt.
had tear-offs. We had our helmets with our own tear-offs. We're like, we're not wearing your helmets. We got our own. So they knew they were in trouble.
They
and
knew stuff was going to
This
get
training
destroyed.
ain't helping nothing.
Training. I'll show you training.
yeah.
Well, Trevor got squeezed somehow,
Yeah.
ejected up into a pole,
Oh my god.
spun around, and
Yeah,
they
these
get
things
him.
never end different.
Yeah, they get him.
Hurt the cart, not Trevor.
Trevor had no problems. He gets up and they couldn't get the cart started. He goes, "Give me another cart so I can race with these guys." And I think their comment was, "I think you're done."
Yeah.
You've wrecked things we've never seen wrecked before. We're just getting going. Right.
Yeah, we just
Outta
started.
here.
Yeah, there's stories that go. Well, that trip you and I, Launschlager and Peyton took. That you could have a story about every part of the trip.
Right. And that was only not even. Was it even 48 hours? No, I don't even think it was.
We left and got there. You guys raced
We picked up that car you guys bought and drove. And
turned around and come home. I don't think it was 36 hours.
yeah.
We went all the way to Iowa, picked up a car, raced, and come back in about 36 hours.
Yeah.
Well,
It gets harder with age.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and
The giggling girls are back.
Yep.
They sound tired.
Yeah.
They're really
Love
giggly.
it. Love it. Okay, girls, I need a hug.
Hey, did you go? Hey, did you?
That
guys,
is cool.
Did
That's
you guys
cool
get
stuff.
your? You guys get your table set up?
That's Dad minivan cool.
Well, you got to set a table up. Okay. Okay. Yeah. As long as it's at Katie's house and not our house.
The sleepovers at Katie's.
I hope, because I just said
So
yeah.
what do you have for breakfast tomorrow? Because I'll come out for the sleepover.
It'll probably be pancakes and sausage.
Oh, I'm there.
Yeah.
I'm there.
Jason
Maybe
will
we'll-
cook it.
Jordan won't be.
9 o'clock sharp.
Jason's our breakfast man, so.
I like making breakfast too. That's the easiest thing to cook. You really can't screw it up, can you?
No.
I mean, I'm really good at screwing it up, so that's why I can burn a pancake.
So now on. That's talent.
That's like rolling over on practice day.
Who does that?
Yeah, who does
I
that?
don't know.
Katie, were you in on the question earlier?
No.
Who at this table has not rolled over?
Still has not changed.
Who at this table has not rolled over?
So you look at the four of us. You know
Yeah.
yourself
Yeah,
rolled over.
You know you rolled over.
So out of us three, who has not
Who
rolled
has
over?
not rolled over?
Gotta be
Your daughter couldn't get this one either.
Yeah.
Got to be the guy with the most talent.
That's a hard question. I'm gonna say it's you.
You don't know.
I appreciate that, but that's
It's
not true.
you. Yeah.
You don't
Yeah.
know.
I don't.
Well, let's just go around the room, around the table. Smallsy.
How many
You
times?
would think that he has.
How many times?
How many times? Right, that's what I say. How many times? The answer is 0. It is Smallsy. I didn't mean to cut you short, Brandon.
No, you're good.
But-
Well,
Yeah.
I kind of thought that I knew.
We're
that
all
you
pretty
had.
seasoned up, the three of us.
Yeah. See?
The new guy.
Hmm.
The weapon.
Throttle out of it.
No, it don't work.
Turn the other way.
The weapon. On one wheel.
Yeah.
But still on a wheel.
Never rolled.
Us three on our
Okay,
heads.
well, there's also another story with that. I am a jinx when you talk about rolling with me.
Oh, no.
I don't.
It
You
spreads?
usually end up on your lid.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
I don't want to do that anymore.
Yeah.
For some reason.
Mine
It's a
weren't
bad-
bad, but they were upside down.
So
And they weren't cartwheel
the year
jobs.
we
but-
graduated, Dana and I.
I was gonna say not we.
No, not you and I. No.
Oh wait.
We had a party. We all woke up the next day, and Dustin Hammond was like, "I had a bad dream that Dana rolled," and we're all like, "Oh."
That's a bad dream.
Yeah. Well, guess what happened that night?
You rolled?
Dana
Oh,
rolled.
Dana rolled.
I
Ah.
T-boned him. It was scary. My brake rod had an S.
Oof.
You were
trying to
pushing all the way. It
stop.
still didn't stop.
No, yeah, I'm a jinx.
Smallsy, that
Sorry.
is so hard to believe. I know the answer, and I still something's missing.
It's interesting.
I'd give you an honest 6, just to be nice.
Google it.
Two truths and
Google
a lie.
it. Did you add
Googled
it
it.
into Google or what?
Well,
Hey,
Ripley's, believe it or not,
Bio.
I, Smallsy the weapon,
Have never
rolled a car, let alone my race car, which you would think would happen every other weekend. No. Stable Mabel.
So on to the world of outlaws. They roll
Yeah.
sometimes.
Yeah, not mine.
Yeah.
Not yours. Nodak Speedway bringing back the World of Outlaw late models for the
Yes.
first time since
89.
'89.
Okay, so that's when Hofeld put on
Wow.
the show. I was at that.
So not Nodak.
That was not a Nodak. That was kind of like the World
Yeah,
of the
yeah.
World of Outlaw Sprint Cars was SLS Promotions. This is Nodak
This
Speedway
is
putting
what
it on.
I'm trying to get through, people.
Yeah, because
This
Don
is-
Hofeld had done that.
This is a Nodak event. There is no
The
other
breakdown is Nodak's paying the purse.
Yes.
90 grand.
Yeah. 90K, huh?
That's what we have into the whole event.
And you'll be able to get tickets here this weekend?
Yes.
Pre-sale tickets here this weekend.
Numbered seats?
No.
No,
General
Good.
admission.
but grandstand. Okay.
Remember, I said this is Nodak putting this on. I'm not making sure you're sitting in number 3. That's your responsibility.
Yeah. Get there early.
Yeah,
That'd be all right.
$40 a ticket.
And then is there another one that gets them a pit pass as well?
No.
Now, this is World of Outlaw late models, but at the same time, Lucas has got some time off, so there's some thinking they're
That
gonna
we're
get,
gonna
get both.
and it's a 4-day swing. It's actually a tour for the
It's like a northern tour or something.
They call it the Heartland Tour.
Heartland tour.
Okay.
So we're the
They're in-
last night of it.
They're in
but
Ada, Grand Forks, Fargo.
No,
Ada, Forks, and Minot.
Fergus.
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 Not Fargo.
No, but I don't think is that the right order? I don't think it is.
I don't remember.
I'm not sure.
Grand Forks is Friday night, obviously.
You're right. But then Fergus and Ada, I think it's Fergus on the first night.
And then
Then
Ada
it-
Saturday.
Yeah, because I think they got to come from Ada to here. But they're coming, so.
And that's a lot of work to put this together.
Oh, wow. Yeah, you guys, Robbie shared some conversation, and that's cool stuff.
Yeah, we need we're hoping a lot of people come and buy their tickets this weekend. so
Show
that-
some interest.
Right.
Make you
kinda
feel
get that-
better about the
Yeah.
$90,000.
Right.
the World Outlaw guys, I get it. Now a name that's went big on late models is Ricky Thornton Jr., which has won the modified tour.
Yeah.
Any conversation with him? Is he going to be able to make it?
Oh, old Robbie's been working on him. His team is out of North Carolina, and Ricky runs the Lucas deal, so it could be, if things are rolling good, could probably come this way. If things are bad, I'm thinking they're going to head home for 2 weeks before they kick off.
Try to regroup before they catch their second season.
But I've pried on Ricky a little bit, to try and, put the bug in his ear to come this way, I think he's got quite a few fans, or, it's a name.
I think it'd be big up here because I think he brought
tour.
late model racing to North Dakota. I mean,
Big time.
because we're all interested in it because of him.
And another one, Ethan Dotson.
He's running good too.
Another IMSA mod driver that's made it all the way to, running World of all the late models. He actually
great race on that Jamestown rainout. I mean, that was a great race here that night. So I think he went on to win the tour last year.
No, Dotson? No.
Oh, Braxma did. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Whoops.
Dotson hasn't really raced. Well, he's kind of bebopped around a little bit the last 3 years, modified late model, but hasn't. I don't think he's been on the tour for a while.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I got Dotson, Braxman.
Jim Clifford says $40 is a fair price. High limit sprints were $40 when he just went to him down in Arizona.
And, well, I mean, there was a lot of work.
That's good feedback, Jim. I appreciate that.
Yeah, we tried to do.
I think it's fair, but I'm an enthusiast, so I don't want to lose fact of that.
There was a lot of talking about the ticket price because I was kind of set on a 30 to 35. And then, we got my race passes out there, so we got searching around. Some places are 45, some are 50, so we picked 40 because, we were thinking sell a 2,000, you're coming pretty close to breaking even, so.
I think that's kind of good thinking.
Yeah.
We're hoping to pack the place or get, 5,000 sold because – this is going to boost the club for quite a few years if this works out,
Because if it works out, they'll come back, and then it gives us the opportunity, it gives Nodak the opportunity maybe to entertain the sprint cars. To entertain them.
The sprint car is a totally different deal.
Totally. But you'll have something underneath your belt. What I'm saying is financially
not going to happen.
Not going to happen?
No, it don't work that way. Sprint cars are ran through a promoter.
Right. Oh, you have to do a promotions.
Yeah. You don't.
But the Outlaws, okay. But the late models are different, okay.
Yeah. So the sprint cars probably are not. The only way they would probably show up here, I think, when Donnie maybe his last year, we could work something out. Maybe I don't know, but yeah, we tried hard on the sprint car thing, and just dead end everywhere.
Not there at the moment,
right?
Mm-hmm. Speaking of Donnie got any interest as a late model deal? Something we can ask him?
He's not. No, he won't have a late model here, or he's not going to race them. The nieces will have theirs here. Okay. The nieces are going to race the sprint car show May 4th, and they will race the late model
at the end of June. Okay.
Yeah, one of them was talking about something about running one of B-Shep's car. I just caught a little bit of it, but yeah.
They were hanging out down at the Gateway, and it showed that. So
they're
going to late model right there.
Right. So they're talking about maybe running a little super late model stuff. So
we picked a pretty good spot. Look at that. Look at that. We got the cars in the background and stuff.
But yeah, we're hoping this late model deal is a big deal. I mean, we're hoping to make decent money and then transfer that money right back to the locals in August.
Yep,
for sure.
Kind of pass it on to our racing.
It's a big expense that Nodak is sticking their neck out for.
Yeah.
Everybody wanted.
It makes you chew fingernails.
Yeah. I think if you talk to a lot of racers or fans up here, they want a they want a big event.
But for sure, and it's not cheap to get it because we are in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah. Everybody's got traveling costs over and beyond.
So you had to add to the purse to get it to even go through.
They have two purses. One's a 12,000 to win, and one's a 15,000 to win. We tried at the 12, and supposedly it showed no interest, so we had to up it to the 15,000, and they got enough traction to be like, well, if it's 15,000 to win and we can raise pretty much 3 nights before.
Yeah, I'll get a
we
4-night swing.
Right.
Yeah.
So.
And obviously, not just the win money, but obviously the start money and the traveling money all gets increased on that second.
Because, I mean, this is what these guys do for a living.
Yep.
This is their they're not going to drive over here to.
It's cutesy for a while, and then it's expensive.
I mean, it's a four and a half hour drive from Ada to here. I mean, that's a lot when you're on a swing or just.
And that's the end of June. And then they turn
June
around and they
29th.
have to be, I think they go to like the Gopher 50 or something on July 4th.
Yeah, it's a week. Well,
yeah, they get a week or whatever in between, but that's how fast they have to turn around.
Get a 4 or 5 day break leaving here.
Well, think about this, though. We raced June 29th.
Yeah.
And then we raced again
July 4th.
5 days.
Which is a Friday.
Now what comes next?
Sunday, the tour.
Yeah.
It's a
All
busy
in
week.
7 days.
We talk about that day rotation around the holidays, and sometimes it's crazy and sometimes it's crazier. This is crazier.
Yeah.
So
you're going to have 3 shows in 8 days. Biggies.
7.
Or 7 days. Yeah. Sunday to Sunday, yeah.
And they're all big events. So
that's what we want to do at Christmas.
Right. For sure. So, yeah, come down and get your
cool
tickets. And then, like I said, the memberships go on sale tomorrow. Pit stalls, all that stuff.
Buy your membership so you can
Season
vote
passes.
Smalls out
Yeah.
at the election meeting.
And what part of the room will that be at? Where they selling all that stuff at?
In the back corner.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah,
Souvenir booth?
At the Nodak Speedway trailer, yep.
Okay.
The general membership meeting, I have no idea where that's at. Somewhere out here.
You'll announce it's something over a speaker.
No, you'll be there.
In this room?
I want to be there.
Out the door somewhere.
Okay. I didn't get a postcard.
Why?
I did.
You didn't buy your membership then.
Max did.
I did buy my membership.
I got mine.
I got proof this time.
Max did.
Did,
We're good.
Did your husband get one?
No.
Got the right address?
Yeah.
We usually get 2.
Yeah.
Should have.
Huh.
You didn't check the mail.
We get to start over.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah,
tomorrow.
maybe Ellie checked the mail that day.
Yeah. What do we need this for?
I found mail in her room before, so maybe it's there.
Right.
Ellie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that's worth taking the phone away, though.
No.
As a hardened criminal.
She's pretty open about losing her phone, isn't she?
Yeah. Yeah.
No, that was kind of the first thing she
you
said.
know where to go.
First thing she said when she got on here was, "I just got ungrounded today."
Right.
You just got out of prison.
Well, she was watching YouTube. You can watch YouTube for educational stuff.
Oh.
But it was, somebody playing with a toy or something stupid. So
You have great
you run
rules.
a tight ship.
I didn't have good enough rules, and now I got a son that's sitting at home gaming, and we can't get him out of his room. So
Well, I hope it pays off.
I hope on your end it pays off, because my end did not.
Yeah.
I mean,
Ellie is paying attention.
She doesn't fight it. She's like, okay. I mean, she knows.
Yeah.
And now on the Dirt Weekly, we do parenting.
Yeah, well.
Yeah. Anybody want to know my parenting skills?
Again, Campfire Stories with Becky.
We're going to get Becky over here this
I'm
weekend.
still in Cody's line, but yeah.
Hey.
I don't know if there's enough hours in the day for a Becky, but
Yeah.
we're going to try.
I flipped over a couch one time, knocked myself out, and you think she was concerned? No, she kicked me until I woke up. Here we are.
He flipped a couch. I've never done that.
I didn't flip the couch. I flipped over the couch.
Oh, you flipped over the
That's
couch.
how I got knocked out.
Who threw you?
No one. We were playing hockey in the house, and
Hockey in the house.
Yeah. Oh, that was pretty standard. That's why the
Yeah.
couch didn't have legs. It had 2x6s to hold it up.
Sheetrock been redone 4 times. 3 feet and below.
Oh, I got a story about that. A house party gone wrong. Put the couch in front of it.
We can't be there forever. I need a week. Weekend.
It was a long time, like a couple of years before I got caught.
Oh,
Justin!
Becky.
Yeah.
Oh, it's me. I know.
Yeah. It was no process of elimination. It was just right to that one. But just think, I could be mayor. We need one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here,
Wow.
we're on the World of Outlaws. I got something for you. Did you guys see the press release that Tony Stewart Racing and Donnie Schatz are going away from the Ford?
Yeah.
Going back to the Chevy?
I did see some of that.
That's
yeah.
kind of big news, isn't it?
The Ford is to get you to the track. A Chevy is to go around the track.
But then who was it that put a statement out?
And
Justin?
you live by example.
Right.
Okay. I guess I do too. The Green Machine's got Ford emblems on it.
Right.
It's got a cat in it. A real one, a 3208. Careful, Katie. I'm willing it to you.
Well, there you go. You're going to get the Green
I
Machine.
started charging up the battery yesterday.
Nice.
It was low on water. I'm like, this thing got another year in it, I think. Smelled like sulfur in the garage for all day or all night last night, but
I'll still
I have
take it.
hope. Yeah. Well, you don't have to ask twice.
And no give backs.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I'll fill it up. So, yeah. I'm thinking about a 3-year window here, so I want to race on your 75th.
Yeah.
Mm.
That's going to be a big year.
It's a big project through my eyes, but
Right.
It's a big project. Yeah, we got a big list of things that we want to do.
yeah.
All
Yeah.
of the things that we used to do back in the old days.
You and
we
I have
wanna
touched
bring
on
it
some
back.
stuff, and like you say,
Yeah.
it might be 3 years, but it will go fast, and you're right.
It will. Yeah.
It'll be quick.
Yeah.
Just like that car show you were coming to 12 months ago.
Right. I write down, crunch time.
Right.
I'm here. And so is the car. So,
Got you
True
back
that.
here for a Dirt Weekly tonight
yeah.
Yeah.
rather than going home.
Heck yeah.
What else
Heck
we
yeah.
got? We're 2 hours into this. Somebody's petitioning you for mayor. Jesse Long is.
2 hours?
Oh, that
Yeah, that's... No.
his vote
Yeah.
probably don't even count.
Smallsy for mayor. Let's
It's
just
been,
squint a little bit and see through that.
it's been brought up a couple times through a text
Yeah.
message to me, so.
Yeah.
The
Well,
banker,
at least I know what you were thinking.
the
'Cause
banker
you'd say
put
so.
her input in. Is she sitting over there? Or they all go home?
Oh, it's starting to get pretty quiet in here.
She said Katie will
do you
take the
saying?
Green Machines if it comes with a building.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't have any buildings. Do I?
I don't know.
No.
Is you got one by the garden?
What do you need your back shop for
Yeah.
once you stop racing?
Right. Could be the Hall of
Well,
Fame.
it's not real convenient. Tina?
Hey, either is our show, but people watch it.
Yeah, it's not convenient.
Oh,
Right.
yeah. No, I don't have a building, but
Where
well,
can we
the
purchase
night
our
is young. We'll see
memberships?
where we go.
At
Where
the
can they purchase if they're not going to be here this weekend?
Can you get them online?
No.
That surprises me.
Pit trailer
What?
during practice day.
Yeah, pit trailer practice day or pit trailer
Rain,
anytime.
shine,
Yeah.
or snow.
Yeah, let's talk about this rain deal.
There's been no fog. But there's been a lot of snow.
Yeah.
January of last year. It's foggy. I'm like, yeah. Were you worried about getting opening night in? No.
There's a lot of belief
Well,
in
90 days after fog. This one. And I'm like,
Guess what?
Really?
It rained 90 days after that day.
not on our race
It
day.
was the day before.
that. Well, yeah.
I'm like,
It only rains on Mandan's race days.
right.
I tell you, we've talked
I was
about that.
thinking-
Some tracks seemingly just gets
Yeah.
the brunt of those darn rainouts.
I was thinking,
and you
no,
don't want it to be you.
Are we going to start canceling races in January because of fog?
I didn't ask you to do that.
Well, you were thinking that morning.
Well,
just
just
there was
preparing
a
you
lot
for-
of fog
I
that
can't.
year.
I can't wait for fog. Next morning, I get up at 5 o'clock and I'm heading to
Right.
work and it's foggy. I'm going to text both of
Right.
you and say, "Hey, just remember 90
You
days."
did, right.
Count it
90
out.
days. I'm stuck
Shut
on
it
9
down.
days.
We're canceled June 29th.
I was just worried the first 3 weeks we're gonna get rained out.
Well,
They talk
The
about the
weatherman says
farmers at
One
work.
rain out last year.
yeah.
There were some years,
Yeah.
2 years in a row, I had none when I
Right.
was president.
Well,
Zero
yeah.
rain.
You think
We
about the
retired that
last.
year.
We talked about it. You actually kind of wanted one that
I was
weekend
ready.
after the
We-
fair.
I
Is
was
like,
ready for
this
it.
thing's got to take a break.
Think about the last 10 years. How many rainouts have we really had?
Hardly any.
Right.
Is it the cloud seeding?
Is it going to be warm enough to turn the
Conspiracy
water on in the
says.
grandstands? anytime soon.
You said you were talking with
well,
Greg
we
on
don't
that.
need it for 3 weeks.
Yeah, you got plenty of time, and the way the weather looks, you'll be good. Because what the fair will do is when it's 65 degrees,
don't turn
even tomorrow, they'll open the doors and they'll warm
Right.
it up underneath there. Whenever it's sunny out or whatever, they'll let the wind blow through and warm it
They've
up.
already been opening the doors.
Smallsy, I think you shared that once the forecast is staying above freezing at night for
they're-
a week,
You're right. They're
pretty much
we
green lighting
were on the
so
phone talking about the 10-day forecast, and it don't go below freezing
all next
for
week.
the next 10
Yeah,
days.
starting
Right.
Tuesday, it's
It's
33,
nice.
37 at night. So
Bohannon thinks we just jinxed the entire year.
yeah,
Well, yeah,
he might not be wrong.
we got a lot to do on right now, so let them happen.
We'll just all convene at the headquarters and do a Dirt Weekly when it rains out.
Right? Yeah.
Rocking horse. I think that's
too.
where things happen.
Well, tomorrow night.
Yeah.
that where-
Hey, you got anything planned? I mean, you did last year.
Well,
It was loose, but it's the same.
Yeah. Same.
Same thinking.
Yeah.
Tina was asking, so apparently she's ready.
So it must have been a good time. I was looking at some
Yeah,
pictures from
it
last
was.
year. It was a good time.
Yeah. Yeah.
We got to find some babysitters, though. You don't have that problem. What?
No. I might,
Maybe that's the
might have the-
solution.
might have the solutions. Yeah.
Right.
Might.
Right.
I don't know.
I'd say I'd
Macy's not home,
babysit
but-
for you, but I'm guessing they're not going to go with me.
Ah,
So
ah.
Yeah. No
Give it
hugs
another
from
year.
you.
Ellie can babysit.
Right. Yeah.
I got a Peyton,
Even
though.
after the last incident,
Well,
that was a freak deal.
yeah. Maybe if she was actually in charge, she wouldn't allow it. She's pretty bossy.
Maybe she just needs
Freak
to hang
deal.
out with me on Sundays in the water
Oh,
truck.
I
boy.
don't think so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll get her trained in.
It looks pretty good.
We're going to give you some life experiences. You're in the water truck with Smallsy. Yeah, I guess it does look like the mod. I just had seen the white there where the number was at, but yeah, mod looks very similar.
They must have just got done.
Ah,
The stock car.
Yeah.
as we were sharing, Brock's getting his wraps put on both the mod and the stock car, so
So we got 2 mods coming
looking
tomorrow.
pretty good. So
The Turtle Lake boys. I can't talk crap no more. They're coming.
Got Marcus,
Good.
too?
Yeah.
Oh.
That was part of
Okay.
my. That was
part of your
my
18.
Yep.
All right, Marcus and Hottie Sauce. Cool. Some tracks will have some booths here with their schedules. Underwood
Yep.
being one of them.
Yeah.
And I see Turtle Mountain's got their sign there. So, Trevor, you coming over from Williston with any information, or
Yeah, Bohannon,
Just
are
checking.
you coming over? I heard Williston was supposed to have a booth, right, Smalls?
They passed.
they passed?
Mm.
Well,
Say we
There's
aren't
still
quite
time,
interesting
so-
enough for him. He must be checking his Tinder or something.
Cody's coming down. I don't know if he's bringing anything down in regards to the Estevan Motor Speedway, but nonetheless, they're on Facebook. We know what they're doing. So,
And any tracks that
I think they're
do,
racing on the
if you
4th,
don't
aren't
have a
they?
booth
May
and you
4th?
do come down, maybe I'll grab Marcus and we can do a little Underwood deal tomorrow.
Heck yeah.
And then I'll grab the Botno guys. We'll do a little Thunder Mountain talk. If Williston comes, if Bohannon or anybody from the Williston
Yeah.
board comes, the Flories,
Please hop
whatever,
on the table.
we'll
and
jump on and do a little talking. And if you want to do some more Hall of Fame stuff, we can do Hall of Fame stuff. Or if you don't,
Yeah.
we can just talk about it. It's up to you.
No, well, we'll probably announce the nominees this
Tomorrow
weekend.
or this
Yeah.
weekend.
Yeah,
Perfect.
I'll get my crap together.
Get your stuff together, and
Yeah,
then
my stuff.
maybe we'll get
You can
Lucas
say bad
on,
words.
Lucas on here for the
Make me
mini
look
racers.
yeah.
I'll pull a Rob Stenvold over. He says he's not going to come on here. That's Taylor's job, but I think Rob should come on here.
Yeah.
A little
I should-
PR
I
work.
Good. You know, I should get on here with Rob
Yeah.
because I want to remind him how he was going to roll me on graduation night.
Well,
and
so
get, and, oh, and
if
get
we
this.
have Rob sit here and me sit
Yeah.
here, we
Oh,
were the
boy.
hardest on him when he started racing.
Yeah.
The Rob and I
I'm
were.
just going to tell everyone.
And yet here you are, still unrolled.
Well, guess what happened? Hey, guess what happened graduation night of 09?
Rob rolled.
Smalls is just like, I'm just not going to go. I think I probably made enough people mad that night. Or that
That
3 weeks I've raced so far in my career.
Pre-weapon weapon.
I'm just going to go hang out with Tollison. So I did. My phone starts blowing up like, guess what? Rob talked all that shit. He rolled tonight. He rolled over. I didn't even go. He rolled.
Oh, man.
See, don't mess with
You're
me.
cursing. You're
Right.
cursing.
Right.
You're a curse.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, we do. Bohannon said him and Aiden are coming up to beat up Smalls tomorrow.
I ain't scared. I've heard that a lot in my career. life.
Yeah. And
But
even
he-
recent doesn't jar you at
Right.
all.
He says I don't have enough beep buttons for him to talk. Oh, but we do. We can keep it pretty
Yeah.
PG.
Yeah. Well, Trevor, we'd like to have you tell us.
Yeah. Give
you
us
know,
some updates in Williston.
The new
There's a lot
front
of
on Williston.
there's
got
a lot
some
of
doubleheader.
talk. A lot of talk in Williston and a unique schedule.
Yeah, got kind of selling a doubleheader season.
Yeah.
So that'll be
That'll
interesting.
be cool.
So
Yeah.
we had some news earlier from Ellie that sat here. You guys added another slingshot to your garage
Yeah.
And a tow vehicle.
and a tow
Yeah.
And a
vehicle.
toter.
Jeez.
Well, the biggest talk that we got is the new slingshot has John Cena on it.
Yeah.
I
That's
didn't
the-
even know that.
That's the biggest thing.
She
That's
was
the-
concerned.
She was
Right.
super concerned.
We thought
but
it was Maverick's idea. She
Yeah,
said, no, it
no,
came
yeah.
with the
Came
car.
with it,
Yeah, we were just assuming it was Maverick's
Yeah,
idea.
yeah.
Yeah.
We're like,
We were
okay,
kinda-
cool. We thought
You guys
know,
watching Monday Night Raw or what?
Yeah.
It came with it. No, it's sitting in the shop. He definitely won't be racing this year. We will think about it for next year, but it was just too good of a deal to pass up.
Ah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's got
Yeah.
John Cena on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's going the right way.
we need to get him in a little go-kart,
Ah.
off the track. We don't need a repeat of what happened last year with Ellie, so
right.
yeah. We'll approach it safely.
Little circle in the backyard
Yeah.
around the two trees.
Yeah. He's going to be the opposite. We tell Ellie, you can floor it, don't lift. He's going to be the opposite.
Just hold her wide open.
He's going to hold it wide open. Maybe launch it off the corner. That's what I'm afraid of.
As long as you land on all four, what's the problem?
Tony hawking it off the Jersey barrier.
Pulled it back on.
Never
Oh, that's funny stuff.
Are they ready to leave?
They're ready to leave.
Oh, should we
No.
call it a show? Or you can be
No.
done. We can
I
wrap
can-
it up here.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
You have to go be mom of all the kids.
I'm a mother of 4 tonight, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I hope I can keep them safe.
all
Good
our,
luck.
all our best.
You'll be Hall of Fame material when you're all done.
I don't know about
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. The road is rocky.
Okay.
guys.
Thanks for joining us.
Thanks, Katie.
That's what you get down here at the car show. We just get guests.
Yeah.
Right.
That's why I brought the fourth chair and the fourth headset.
Little slice of life. You never know.
Yeah.
Well, always learning something, though. Yeah.
People are still
You guys
watching.
we've been hovering around that 30-ish for a while. We about ready to wrap it up?
Yeah.
Better save something so they can come here and see it, and so we don't tell them all about it.
Yeah, it looks
Yes,
like
well, it
surprises.
sounds like we're going to probably gain 3, 4, 5 more cars
Yeah.
tomorrow. So
I've been involved in these a little longer. I think you got a dozen coming in yet. That's what I think.
we'll stuff them in here.
So,
So,
yeah.
you have a dozen. You're going to have to do some regrouping.
right.
Yeah. But that can
Push.
be done, too.
Push stuff back.
But
What did you think of the yellow and white? I mean,
I'd have to go look at it again.
Yeah, I like it. I like it. Obviously, you found a Monte car that had white doors on it. Were you
Yeah.
chasing that? Yeah. Mm-hmm. So
with
no.
blue numbers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Looks good.
Got to shake it up a little bit.
I'm not good at that. See, I'm predictable.
Right.
When you saw it, you knew.
Yeah, but we found some pictures of some different colored cars. There was one on there of a
Yeah.
red car. What was the deal with the
yeah.
red car?
Well, because my numbers are always red and the car's always green, so I flipped. I did a red car with green numbers.
Oh.
So with that said, I rarely have
You're
had green
right.
numbers. Rarely. You would think my number's green, but it's not.
The car
It's usually
is
red or yellow.
right.
The car is green, so you can't. It can't. I know people do green
Oh,
or
I'm
do colors of
no
the same, but
sleepover.
no.
We can be
No.
done.
I got your grandpa's
3 or
sitting
5
there.
minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Might mean 10.
Doors open at 10 a.m. tomorrow. Come on down.
Yeah.
$5 to get in. Make the
That's
trip
it.
over here. $5 per adult. Kids are free.
Yeah.
7 and under are free.
Yeah.
Concessions over in the corner.
Yep.
Concessions
they'll be
in the
open.
corner. And if you come through here, you want to go. I don't want to promote some other event, but there's plenty to do down here at the fairgrounds this
Fairgrounds
weekend.
lot.
is busy.
Fairgrounds are busy. You could probably spend the whole day here.
Yeah,
And evening
Yep.
tomorrow.
I agree.
Then we're back here on Sunday, 10 to 6 again.
Again. Mm-hmm.
And
Give me your $5.
Yeah, I can't even sneak one in. President's kid.
Hey, when we go to this place, you're 7.
But
No,
Dad, I'm not.
I'm actually 8.
I'm actually broke. Thanks for the help.
So 10 a.m. to 6 both days. We'll be here. I'll go live a few times each day. We'll have different people on here. You guys are welcome to join depending on who's around. You guys can sit down. I don't like it always being me trying to lead everything.
We got a lot of tickets to sell yet.
Yes, that bang the tickets here.
I'm
going to get mine here
You can be a race car owner on Sunday at 1 p.m.
Sport Compact raffle tickets, $50 a ticket.
$50 a ticket. Jordan's buying his right now.
Yeah. I got it all earmarked and everything.
Wow.
Yeah.
No, I think
we'll probably do the drawing. We did the drawing live right here on Facebook.
I think we're going to have Donnie Schatz do it.
Here it is.
He'll be here.
Yep.
Uno American. So, all right.
No. Take him the pen and let him fill. And there we go. Oh, he's got his own.
67's going down in a blaze of glory.
Yeah. I really hope you win this baby.
Yeah.
Get the next generation. So that would be 3rd generation?
Yeah, it would be. Will that work?
I would have just put a 67 on there.
All right. I'll make sure I'm doing that right. Here's this pen back. Matches your Stanley, it looks like.
Yeah.
Do you have a pink Stanley or what?
Well, it seems like you should. You're going to play minivan games. Don't stop short.
The dad van.
Yeah. The dad van.
God. What does Robbie drive? What do we call his van? His work van?
The Candy Man.
The Candy van?
Yeah. I think that's a creeper van.
You're right.
That's full size.
With no windows.
Yeah, that's a creeper van. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, poor Knob.
That's not a minivan cool. That's
just
dangerous.
about as bad as the Snap-on, man.
Well, I guess we'll call it a show here.
Yeah.
So remember,
it's been fun. A little loose, but you get that every now and then.
Right.
Why are you so sad?
Hey, we got Kendra in the house.
Yeah. Do you guys
look sad?
Hey.
You got anything to say?
Do you need a hug?
Not from who?
From Jordan?
What about Jordan?
Well.
Oh, you got what?
Well, I might be bad at it. Oh.
Because I sneak up on you?
Yeah.
Oh.
You attacked Kennedy over there yesterday.
Yesterday?
No, today.
I wasn't even here yesterday.
He threatens us and you guys run.
Yeah.
I want to know more.
Well, here we are.
All right.
Show Dirt Weekly in the books. We'll be back all weekend long here at the Magic City Car and Trade Show, presented by Gooseneck. Or no, by Minot Automotive Center. My mind was always...
You skipped the whole year.
I just went right to Motor Magic.
You ain't seen nothing yet. Throw another 20 on the grill. It happens.
Minot Automotive Center brings you the car show.
Yep.
So this is your race club. Come and support it.
Yep.
Right.
This is racing in North Dakota, so come on down.
We'll be here to talk about it.
See ya.
Good night.
Good night. For Jordan, for Smalls, we're out of here.
Kendra,
Ellie,
Yeah.
Katie. I don't have
Kennedy.
music playing. What's wrong with the music here?
Production.
Not our department.
Yep.
Where's that coming from?
God,
It's coming in your headset.
sounds like it's in the whole building.
That's right.
We're going to get arrested.
Right.
Wow.
There you go.
That is a
We'll
lot.
end with that.
Yeah.
We'll end with that.
See y'all tomorrow.
See ya.